Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yo.
Today, the King.
Expeditiously.
King, T.I. 20, man.
Indubitably.
the 20-year anniversary of T.I.'s fourth studio album, King. It was released on March 28th, 2006. Phil got the T.I. lean on his hat today. We
got
ready.
my lean on.
We ready.
Absolutely. Shout out to the top. Shout out to Tip.
We ready to take it down south, man. Talk about this King album, big album from T.I. We gonna talk about this album. But first up, where was y'all when King came out? 2006.
2006.
I was fresh. I was out of college for a year. Graduated because I graduated with 2005.
Yeah.
So I was out of there for a year around this time, and he was already cooking, man.
Yes, he was.
For real, like he was on an all-time cooking mission, man. And real rap, like he was just different, man. And this was like a real, for real, like music all around staple of like him putting himself amongst the greats. You know what I'm saying? This was it. This was that joint. Yeah. Real rap. Like no bullshit.
The man was on an all-time legendary run at this time. I think his placement was legendary at this time. He had dropped two complete projects together back to back. And this was the crescendo of his efforts at that time. He had turned into a global superstar at this time. So I think this compilation of the selection of music was an incredible endeavor on his part. So you got to give him the utmost kudos with this particular selection here. King is an exemplary example of when a man hits a peak in his musical stride.
Talk that talk.
Absolutely, indubitably.
Yo, I was in Atlanta when this came out. I took a break and went back to school, so I was actually in Atlanta. I remember riding back to school. I used to do them 12-hour trips in my sleep from Delaware to Atlanta. I remember riding back to school, playing this album one time. I had a rental the whole ride. I played this King back to back. This King album back to back.
This one of them joints.
So you at the epicenter.
I was there.
Right there.
So I got the whole film.
Ground zero.
I got to see the whole energy of this, the movie, everything. Like I was really there.
Right there.
And this was like this. It was big. I ain't gonna try to limit them though, because this is big through the East Coast and everything. But in Atlanta, oh man, like
let's think about that for a second to go back to that, because I do not want you to overlook that accomplishment of a motion picture.
Yes,
this man.
We're gonna talk about that
motion
more.
Picture.
At the same time, it was a big deal.
That is
Same
a tremendous accomplishment for an individual such as himself.
Yeah, it was a big deal. But this was his time.
This was one of the looks. This was one of them joints.
This was his moment.
This was one of them joints, man.
This was a man in his complete crescendo.
I was wrapping up my freshman year at Dell State when this game
Wow.
Shout out to DSU.
Yeah, man. So that was a good time. And I believe we had him the year before.
Oh,
for
wow.
Homecoming.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he has
Smooth
definitely
lineup.
touched Delaware soil.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. Yeah.
And he was big. He was big. He was big. He was big at that time already, man. Big artist, man.
Tremendous, magnanimous. Words can't describe how his stature at this time was incredible.
Where Phil at, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell Phil, come on, man.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
We got
Phil Tip.
We got P.I. over here, man.
PIP.
So the landscape of hip hop around this time, T.I. popping. Who else is moving around this time of hip hop?
Jeezy is moving.
Jeezy is
in the zone,
destroying the streets right now.
I believe Young Jeezy had a foothold in the industry. He had his placement. Lil Wayne was starting to cook with his mixtape endeavors.
Lil Wayne was.
He
Lil
was
Wayne
starting to bubble at this
Lil Wayne
time.
was cooking. He was cooking.
He had dropped a few albums and was cooking on the mixtape circuit.
Killing the mixtape.
Absolutely.
Killing the mixtape.
Yeah, this was a decent time as far as music is concerned. You had a variety of individuals that were really making a statement as far as hip hop goes, and this was a good time. This was a big music time.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
absolutely.
I agree. You also got in Atlanta, you got Ludacris that was moving out there.
Absolutely.
And you got Gucci Man also that was moving out there. You know, everybody wasn't a Gucci fan, but he was. I was in Atlanta. He was moving too. He was moving.
Still had
different.
Ghost. Ghost was out there.
Ghost
Ghost
moving
was out
around.
there. Ghost is out there. I mean, you got. I mean, in New York, you got 50 Cent and G Unit.
50 Cent,
Yeah, absolutely.
50 Cent is
Yeah,
still
absolutely.
50 Cent is still a prominent
50 Cent
figure.
still,
yeah.
He is still a prominent figure with a big impact on hip hop at this time. We cannot forget about that.
G Unit. I mean, you can't. You gotta give. I know you don't like him. Eminem was big. It's big at that time.
Eminem is.
Yeah.
I don't think was there ever a time when Eminem was irrelevant.
Ghostface and T.I. dropped the same day. They both of their albums dropped the same day.
Was that Fish Scale?
Fish Scale?
Fish Scale was
And
tough.
Fish Scale was tough.
Has that
big
now,
track with Neo.
with all due respect, there has never ever been a time, for the most part, where Eminem has never been irrelevant. He has never been irrelevant.
Nah, never.
He has
never.
always been a titicular figure.
Titicular
in the hip hop scene.
Titicular. It's wow. And Jay-Z made his comeback this year. In
Yes, he
2000.
did.
absolutely.
With
Absolutely.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I would be remiss to not mention that. Very quality album on
Yeah,
there.
I like Kingdom Come. If people didn't
Despite-
like Kingdom Come, I like Kingdom
I
Come.
like Kingdom Come
Despite-
for them to say that it's not. It's not.
I
yeah.
liked it. I liked
Kingdom
it.
Come. Kingdom Come had them songs just like Volume 1.
Yeah.
If that would be his least appreciated effort, then that is
That's a
one
lot.
hell
That
of
says
an
a lot. That says a lot. If y'all saying that's his worst album, then that says a lot.
You still had Cam and all them out there around the time Killer Season.
Cameron, Dipset.
Yeah,
Dipset
they
was-
still was
Dipset
moving.
I would be remiss to dismiss the Dipset movement at this
Dipset
time.
had that
Absolutely.
movie. Dipset had that movie. State Property was still out there. In 2006.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
They kind of split up a little bit, but
Yeah,
they were still moving though. They
Yeah,
were still
yeah. The
moving.
beginning of Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Port of Miami.
Rick
Absolutely.
Ross.
Port of Miami was up there.
Yeah, he was
Rick Ross was
commercial.
starting out.
Outkast.
That is
Idlewild.
That is a
Outkast.
brilliant observation.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant
Idlewild was a few
observation.
joints.
Outkast, Idlewild, that movie. So they had a movie and an album too.
Yeah.
Outkast, Idlewild.
I guess to say Atlanta is a very big movement at this time.
Yeah,
yeah,
Atlanta and Midwest.
Loaded.
Atlanta and Midwest was dropping around
You
this
still
time.
got- you
'Cause
still
you
got
still had
Nelly.
Nelly,
You still got
Chingy.
Nelly.
Chingy had the
Oh,
catchy
yeah.
song.
Yeah,
There was a lot of
Nelly.
stuff going on out there.
Yeah, Nelly,
Real
Nelly,
rap.
Cornell Hayes. Yeah.
Nelly was big, and then he had his group Saint Lunatics.
Yeah, Saint
He was
Lunatics
pushing
around
out.
this time.
And then you did Chingy was doing his thing.
And
you
then
can't deny that.
the introduction to Lupe.
Oh.
His first album. His first album was going on.
That was my joint right there
Yup.
too.
It was some decent R&B albums out
and you got
Yeah.
and you got
My friend, you are a hip hop aficionado with that one. That is a man.
And you got D Block. You got D Block
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. In the game on the West Coast. The game.
Absolutely.
But the game album.
Don't
Absolutely.
Don't sleep on his follow up to documentary that came out the next year.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
the Doctor's Advocate was tough. Like he.
Then also our boys dropped on G Unit too. Mobb Deep. I think they dropped.
Yeah,
on
they dropped the G Unit out. It wasn't.
It wasn't that, but we was looking for it.
To be completely
We
honest.
was looking for it.
Now, in total and complete disclosure and honesty, that was a lukewarm
Yes, it
album
was.
at best,
Yes,
and
it was.
I must be honest in my assessment of that album.
I gotta give some love to the Clips too. They was
the
out there
Clips-
moving. The
the
Clips
Clips
was
dropped.
moving.
Yeah,
I just
Jeezy,
wanna
the
say-
inspiration.
Yeah,
You said that right?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I like the
Inspiration.
inspiration. I like
Inspiration.
people don't like the
And then,
inspiration. I like the inspiration.
and then you know the well respected ended it off the year after everything dropped. You know what he said?
Hip hop is dead.
Hip hop is dead.
Hip hop is dead. I like hip hop is dead.
So yeah,
Real rap.
it sounds like for real. It sounds like I do remember it being kind of a now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember it being kind of like a dead year until Tip dropped.
Yeah.
For me, because
Absolutely.
I didn't really like because this was March. What
say that.
this
I'm
was
gonna be real with you.
March or April?
It's
Late
the end of
March.
March. It's the
Late
end of
March.
March.
Yeah, I just remember. I do remember at that point in time that it just seemed like the beginning of this year felt like, to me, I think it was, we had discussed this when we did our century review, and it felt like, I think it was 2020.
2005 was crazy.
It was it was like 20. It was one of them years where it felt dead, and I remember Tip dropped, and I was like, finally,
I remember. This is one of the years album-wise that we thought it was
I didn't,
like.
because I remember. But I picked the inspiration.
And let's be real. And let's be real though,
I picked
man.
King. I picked King this year.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, this was probably the most solid album of the year.
Yeah, it was.
I
You know what I'm saying?
can't.
This is just the hierarchy.
This was the blockbuster.
Just the hierarchy stardom of Jay-Z and the songs that he had, and us knowing about the breakup. He was coming off the breakup around this time from Dame Dash, and everything was going on. You know what I'm saying? Emery was coming home. All that type stuff was sort of like a little bit of push towards the, you know what I'm saying? But
2005 was a big year. It was a lot of big
was.
albums.
It
that
was.
came out.
Yes.
So
It
it's-
was, man.
So-
Carter 2 came
but
out.
as far as complete albums, man,
So can we agree that this is probably the biggest album of that year?
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
okay. Yes.
Okay, good. So we got a
Absolutely.
consensus
I
on
think-
that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think it is.
Absolutely.
Cool,
I think
cool,
it is.
cool.
Absolutely.
So where was T.I. at during this time in his career, you think, you would say?
man, he was in cruise control.
Yeah.
His shoes was blinking.
Yeah.
His shoes was blinking.
His shoes was blinking to kill, but also make his status when you mention his name known.
Yeah,
because
that's what he
is one of them rappers that, like, yo, you gotta mention him. You know what I'm saying?
What's
When
up?
you get on one of these runs, and a few rappers have them, right? When you get on these runs where, okay, so let's really break down this particular run, because we got 4 people right here, right?
Yeah.
And we can all, during this run, pick an album that we feel like is classic. When you got that kind of run during a 3-4 album run,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
You might feel like Urban Legend is classic.
Absolutely.
You might feel like trap music is classic.
Absolutely.
I may feel like King.
Yeah.
You might feel like,
Or
T.I. versus Tip.
T.I. I was gonna say that was. I had to
Yeah.
look at
He got
that.
some
Yeah.
tracks on that.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
does.
So when you got this kind of run,
You gonna catch
on top
something.
of, once again, and I like we can't dismiss the fact that this man had a whole movie,
Yeah.
Yes.
a whole movie in between
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
To fall in the line to really push the album.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think trap music was a classic, and I think
Yep.
Urban Legend
Is
was
it
a
time for that
classic.
discussion?
And I think-
Is it time for that discussion?
And I think
Yeah.
Urban Legend was a classic. But no, here's the thing though. Even with that success of them 2 albums that I'm saying I think are classics, I still felt like he had something to prove. Like
Yeah.
even though he had the streets and he
You
had
heard him.
and he had some commercial success, but I still felt like he was like, it's another level I can go to
Yeah.
with this album.
Stardom.
Yeah,
That's
another
how I
start.
level of stardom.
That's
This was
how it
the-
happens because
And this was the album to put him in that lane.
Because I still feel like
and he gave you both angles. He gave you the ear part where you had to listen, and he gave you the visuals with the movie. This really the movie soundtrack.
It,
to me.
it really technically is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all the
like-
themes aligned.
like
and
for
everything.
real, and for him to have it mastermind and really push this way, and for the music to reflect the whole look and what ATL was bringing. Because also this year, Sleepy Brown dropped, and his joint, Sleepy Brown had a big single
I can't
after
wait.
everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That
from the
single was
Idlewild,
big.
the Idlewild soundtrack.
No,
was
he
it?
had his own.
He had his own,
He
he had
was
his
on
own
that
joint,
time, I
but
think.
it was a real big song
Yeah.
for ATL at this time. and
ATL
around
was
the same-
cooking
They
that
was
shit.
cooking this year.
And we're not even
They was
mentioning.
cooking
And we're
this
not
year.
even mentioning like the Yin Yang Twins. They had a lot. I was
Yeah.
there, so I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
I was going to say, speak on this. Speak to that.
Like the laughy, like the whole dance music, the snap music,
Absolutely.
the,
Yeah,
the
that's
Laffy
true. That's
Taffy,
true.
Yin Yang Twins. Like they had. This was the ring. This is when it started to be that ringtone
The
era.
ringtone
too.
era.
So they had a lot.
There's a lot of money in
This
ringtone.
was
Yeah.
the Southern time
Yeah.
really started
So,
to go.
Absolutely.
so I would come
Southern
home. I
hip-hop.
would come home from school and I'd be like, "Yo, it's this song called Laffy Taffy. It's big down there."
Yeah.
And then like 3 months later,
Yeah,
it hit
yeah,
up
I
here.
remember those
But
days.
like I would say that every time I would go to the barbershop, like, "Yo, this song,
gonna
the
be
Whisper
big.
song, is big down there." 3 months later, it's big up here. So like, yeah, Atlanta was killing it. Overall, they was killing it.
Overall,
They-
they was on a different level.
Yeah, they was killing it. But T.I., I feel like with as much success that he had, I still feel like he still felt like, yo, y'all only giving me reasonable love. Like I need more than the
I'm glad you
global
said
love.
that because I'm glad you said that, and I'll make this real quick. But that, to me, that's the like when you can exceed or escape just the regional love. Now you are a superstar because now it's not regional, and it's just, it takes a special artist to be able to do that. Like everybody can't do that. Everybody can't escape that regional gravitational pull.
I agree.
Everybody cannot escape that regional gravitational pull to make their sound a bi-coastal sound where it's accepted and you make that transition into a superstar. Those are the ones that transcend that regular, okay, you hot around here, but are you hot? Are you the guy like where you can do that kind of bi-coastal tour?
Absolutely.
He was one of the ones.
This didn't feel like what's the album before this? This didn't feel like Urban Legend.
Nah, he took it up
As
a
much
notch.
as I love Urban Legend,
too.
Yeah.
this, can we all agree this felt bigger than Urban Legend?
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Urban
Absolutely.
Legend still felt like some Atlanta shit, right?
Yeah, and it was.
And it was something you had to experience.
But look though, because for real, people kind of caught on to trap music kind of late.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
I did.
That's
You
how it
caught
is.
on to
I
that
did.
kind of late.
I
So
did.
by the time you caught on to it, it was perfect timing for you to
Yeah.
catch on it because Urban Legend was right coming up next.
I had
And
to-
Urban Legend was bringing him in the game to a certain point. But when he did this was putting him on a different level
Yeah.
and letting you know that he is going to be mentioned when you talk about top rappers.
You know
man.
what this is?
And he's the king of the South, and he was standing on it.
You know what this is?
And and all this is coming off of the little flip shutdown. He done shut him down.
Yeah.
All this is coming. So he repping what he taught. So all this is
This is
crazy. This was my guy.
This is equivalent to Jay-Z volume 2
Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
This
yes.
has that feel to it.
Absolutely.
Where it's like,
Yeah, that's his version of that's his
Absolutely.
version of
all right, I got
Yeah.
it.
See that? Yeah,
I got it.
'Cause we
Yeah.
talked
I got
about
it now.
that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I
this-
got it
This
now.
when he
We
leveled
talked
all
about that
the. This
when
when he leveled all the way
business
up.
stuff started
Yeah.
firing on.
Yeah.
Leveled all the way
I
up.
got it now.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of I would say Teflon Don. Like I got it now.
Yeah.
I got it.
I figured it out.
I figured
Absolutely.
my
I figured it out.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I got this. So
Absolutely.
I'm on cruise control now.
Absolutely. This was a big deal for sure. All right, would y'all say this album was highly anticipated?
Absolutely.
Yes.
To me, absolutely,
I would agree with that. Sam.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It was.
I feel like he had a lot of momentum. So
Yeah.
yes, I feel like
From
he had
last year,
momentum.
the year
He
we
had a lot
out
of-
He
before.
did. He did.
Say that word again.
Everybody knew.
He had a lot of momentum.
And
That's
then
the
movie-
word
And
there.
then for the movie, and then for the movie to sort of be like a trailer in this first video,
Yeah.
it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was sort of like because the video dropped before the movie, really. You know what I'm saying?
And it felt big.
And it
covered-
felt
Everything was big.
Yeah.
It was
That was
big.
big. It was like, damn,
And then
this shit is,
you
this
watching
shit
the
feels
video and
big.
you wondering why certain people in the video that's
Yeah.
really not,
That too.
you know what I'm saying, that he's is in his usual videos. And then you come out like, oh shit, it's the movie.
Yeah.
And this is like
Yeah.
the opener,
Yeah.
like it was crazy.
He covered a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm saying?
markets. He covered a
Yes,
lot
he
of
did.
markets.
Yes, he
He
did.
covered a lot of markets.
Listen, man.
I'm here.
Visually
He said, I'm
and the music. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a boom bam. You couldn't lose.
I agree. So we got that. We got the album title King. Then we got the album cover. It's just kind of all black. He got his hat on. You know, it's white, black,
chilling.
real chilling. So we got to
Mean
think about
business.
this. We think about this album title, and you know the cover's pretty basic. It's
Hey,
just
man.
in black and white.
The best
It
covers
says
are
the King.
basic, bro.
Yup.
The best covers are basic.
Putting a stamp on
I'll
that
stand
King.
on that.
Now
He
we're gonna
put the
talk. We're
stamp
gonna
on
talk
that
about it
King.
a little more because King is kind of double entendre.
Yeah.
What he got for the name, but
Right.
just saying King because you know, of course, he was calling himself the King of the South before he even really got that. He kind of spoke that into existence.
Bro, he muscled it.
Yeah.
He muscled it.
He did.
He said what he did was because we.
Stood on it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying that I agree.
We-
He
We
walked that walk.
and I say we when I say up north, we were not concerned with any King of the South, West, or nothing because for us it was always King of New York.
different.
King of the South, King of the South never was a thing.
Never was mentioned.
It never was cared about by us. He made us care about. Okay, well,
including that whole
wow. Well,
ecosystem.
okay,
down there.
okay. So
And I don't-
King of the
the whole
South, let's go. Let's
and
fucking.
and let's be real. Like if anybody, the only person that contested it and said somebody else's name, he said, "Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Keep doing your thing. I ain't king enough." But when it was all said and done, all them guys that knew him knew what he was on and knew that he was nice. Like you didn't just know overnight like, oh, this nigga nice. Nah. When trap music dropped, you like, yo, this nigga nice.
Trap music,
And the OG stamped them.
Yeah,
that's
quick.
what it was.
The OG
Quick,
stamped
and they
them.
recognized it.
But
They recognized the talent.
But it's a testament to, and it happened early. We just didn't recognize it. It's a testament to their camaraderie, right?
Absolutely.
And the fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
they kind of
Absolutely.
backed and pushed this nigga,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Whereas the different dynamic between the King battles, think of the King of New York battles and the King of the South situation. The King of New York battles was a fucking anarchy.
Yeah.
The King of the South battle was
Well, the South
nothing.
had way more unity.
Absolutely.
Which we're gonna talk about in this album more. They were way more together as a
Yeah.
unit. New York was just all broke up. 50 came and just broke everything apart. That's why the South really took it and ran with it, because they all together seized the moment.
Crabs in a
Like,
barrel
yeah.
versus a smooth succession
Yeah.
and appointment.
Perfect rollout.
Yeah,
That's what
Perfect
that's
rollout.
a perfect rollout.
Perfect
All
rollout.
right, well, King is the fourth studio album released by T.I. on March 28th, 2006 via his record label Grand Hustle Records and Atlantic Records. The album took 1.5 years to record and was completed in late 2005. King features production from DJ Toomp, Cool and Dre, Just Blaze, Manny Fresh, Swiss Beats, The Neptunes, and more. King has guest appearances from UGK, Jamie Foxx, Mike Epps, Young Jeezy, BG, Young Buck, Young Dro, Pharrell, Common, Governor, and PSC Click. The album also serves as the soundtrack to T.I.'s feature film ATL. Now, King was originally set to be released as more of a compilation soundtrack to go along with the movie ATL. But however, he started recording, and after he started recording a lot of material, he proceeded and was like, you know what, this should be my album. This is bigger than just
Absolutely.
like a compilation soundtrack.
Great decision.
Yeah, so
Smart move.
so when he did that, so the name, actually the title also, it's named after his son, King.
Mm-hmm.
His son is actually Clifford Harris III, but they call him King. So so he actually named after his son too. So it got like a double entendre: the King of the South, my son named King, all of that. In T.I.'s own words, he said T.I. He confirmed work on his fourth studio album in a 2005 interview with MTV, where he revealed the title King. On November 4th, 2005, while on tour with Young Jeezy, T.I. stated that he begun recording for the album. In late 2005, T.I. told MTV News that he recorded more than 70 songs for this album.
And just for the record, I caught that tour of
word?
Jeezy and T.I. But just so happened when they toured, it was in I want to say it was in, what year was that? That might have been.
You said you had been home for a
That
year
might have
at
been
that time, right?
That might have been Houston, the All Star. Was the All Star in Houston 2005, 2006? I think.
I
it was.
can't pinpoint the
I don't
exact
know
year,
for
but
sure.
it was in Houston around that time.
It wasn't Houston around
Yeah.
that time. I don't
Yeah,
know for sure.
So
You said you
that's
was a
when
year
they
home from school, right?
They both was there in the same, and it was a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a year home from school.
Okay.
And they both was there, and it was like a, you know what I'm saying? It was a club, like a real big club, and it was like real packed in there, and that joint ended up getting turned out and everything. But they both was there, you know what I'm saying? And that was part of the tour, but just so happened it wasn't no arena. It wasn't nothing like that. It was a strictly like club down there
That's
during
crazy.
All-Star weekend, and they was charging a grip to get in that motherfucker.
I'm sure they were. So T.I. he did the 70 songs, and he continued to record songs for the album right up to the album's deadline. T.I. was happy with the material, describing the album as being trap music on steroids. T.I. stated that the album would show audiences that my life is not all that it's cracked up to be. T.I. So after half of the songs of the album leaked on the internet in early 2006, T.I. used the leaked tracks plus a few more new songs to make an album titled Gangsta Grill's The Leak, which DJ Drama. So he said, okay, y'all gonna leak my songs. I'm just gonna put them out there. Y'all, I'm gonna package them up, put them out there myself. Which they came out after the King recordings, and some more leaked to the internet afterwards. But he took advantage of it. He like, okay, people want to hear me now.
Right.
They bootlegging me heavy. Like I got the streets, man. Let me get to it. So here we go. We got the King. The first track King Back, produced by Just Blaze.
Proper introduction. This song. It feels like a stadium song.
Yes. Yes.
It has the ring of a stadium song. And this is like, in hindsight, you look back and you can see why he feels confident, that he feels like, now I know every artist says this, but these are the types of songs that play well in like a verses.
Absolutely.
Because it's a heavy.
Probably just coming out, but not to perform none of the song.
No, but these are the types of songs that play well in verses, man. When you got these stadium type songs, man, and they have this sound to them, man, that resonates. It's not just a regular car. This is a big sound.
Yeah. Well, this is this is Just Blaze, and to me, the interlude that this song starts off with, it kind of reminds me of what Just Blaze did for Jay-Z and Public Announcement.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying.
That same type.
It's in that same vein. It's in that same vein.
But this a nice album opener, and to me, this all has to do with the Blueprint effect, or which I call it. The Blueprint album came out and was so big that everybody from not just the New York, but all over the country, one of these producers involved with the Blueprint. So now you got the Game reaching out to Just Blaze. You got T.I. reaching out. It wasn't just a regional New York thing. Other artists was like, yo, I need that sound that Jay got on.
Can I ask you a question though?
And
fellas, correct me if I'm wrong. I know you said the Blueprint sound, but in order to reach out to those particular producers, you got to be a certain stature or artist to even get that kind of attention. Right?
Absolutely.
So it's like a perfect. It's got to be. The stars got to align.
Yeah,
you got to be in position to be able to capitalize on those sorts of tracks.
And they respected his wisdom to do that.
And again, his production level went up because these producers like Just Blaze wasn't on Urban Legend, wasn't on trap music.
That's what I'm saying.
So it kind of went away from just to being a regional artist to like my sound has grown. And like you said, this song was triumphant. The King Back, and it goes along with the theme of the album. And then the way the beat is,
it's a big record.
It's just like another level. And this is just like a song. This is an album cut.
And to be real with you, because I'm I really look at all his albums, and then he's one of my favorite artists. Like this intro was probably like number 6.
It is.
Wow.
Number 6 out of all his albums. I say
quality.
6.
And it's quality.
And this is a hell of an intro.
Yeah.
So
This
this
is a hell of an intro.
It's got the
so look at all the rest of the
trumpets in it.
Message.
He has a hell of an intro.
Yeah.
He has a hell of an intro. We might have to do something about that.
You just say
That
intros?
number 1 intro songs.
Intro song.
Yeah,
we could be all night. Man. We could be all night.
Yeah, bring your top 10.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's been some great.
Oh man, that could be a thing.
Yeah, man.
It's been some great intro songs.
Hove is a different level when it comes to that too.
All right, so now we got track 2, Front Back, featuring UGK, produced by Manny
Got
Fresh.
to love it.
Now
Got to love it.
This was a street single,
Front
or they
Back.
call
This
a
was
promotional
UGK song.
single. Yeah, it was UGK.
Yeah.
UGK had a song called Front Back, Side to Side, which is a big song in itself already. So
Absolutely.
we actually paying homage to them, but then putting his twist to it. So like, okay, I'm showing love to the people that came before me, but it's also a cosign too.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's how I took it.
A UGK cosign is a big deal.
Because at that point, it's almost like getting UGK on your record is a rite of passage.
That is not no small.
Yeah.
No. Especially Pimp C.
Yeah.
Especially Pimp C.
Yeah.
And Pimp C's involved on other parts of this album too. Like, that's a big deal.
Getting UGK is like a rite of passage. Like, okay, I'm at a point where I can get that UGK feature because UGK is in heavy demand at this time.
Absolutely. Ever since Big Pimpin', they stock went up. And then
they're luxury artists at this point.
And then Pimp C just came home not too long ago.
Yeah.
So like they back out there heavy. So UGK was that's a big deal. They had a video. This wasn't even an official single. This was like a street single, but they had a video for this. Like it was a big deal. Front, back.
It's funny because I didn't get it. I had a homie. Brad was stationed in Killeen when he was in the Army, man, in like the mid to late 90s, and he would come home and he would have these Texas mixtapes.
Yeah.
And he was a huge Pac fan at this time. And of course I didn't get Pac at that time. But he was also playing UGK at the time. You know what I mean? And of course at that time I didn't get it. That shit was
Ride
weird.
Dirty.
Yeah, right, exactly. It was just it was even before that. Like he was playing a lot of, he would come home and he would ride home and he'd have these Texas mixtapes, and UGK I remember was prominent on all of them. And I didn't get it until maybe years later, like, oh shit, that's the same shit B Matt was playing. Like, damn.
Well, also, DJ Drama was in this video, and this was also DJ Drama was signed to T.I.'s label. It was almost like DJ Clue and Jay-Z almost to Rockefeller, because DJ Drama is killing it at this time with his Gangsta Grill mixtape.
Yeah, Gangsta Grill's a big
Absolutely.
But also, you got to remember, DJ Drama was so big that his office got raided by the feds, like mixtapes. That's how big he was.
Big deal.
they raided his joint for mixtapes. So that's how big he was. So this is putting in perspective how big like T.I. and his whole Grand Hustle movement was at the movement. Like they were moving. And I'm telling you, I was in Atlanta. I'm telling you, like
Talk
these
to that.
dudes,
Talk to us.
These dudes,
They was on a
Tell me
different
how
level too.
that was though.
like
Talk
they
to
were riding around in Lamborghini between him and Jeezy. Like they was doing what they wanted. Like in Atlanta. Like they was coming through the hood in Lamborghinis. Like they was killing it, and they was good.
Yeah.
And they was good.
They was on a different level.
They just pulling up in the school, no problems.
Wow.
Any hood.
They was
in
on a
Atlanta.
different level. They was on a different level.
They-
What would you equate that to in terms of if something that we could relate it to, being as though you was ground zero for that at that particular time? What have you ever seen that was like that? The only thing I can equate it to is what we talked about early, where it was like, I remember the pandemonium around like that whole Philly movement. You know what I mean? Like that Philly movement for us, we felt like the residual effects where no matter where you went in Philly at that time, it was just bananas. Like every single club in Philly was just jumping. Well, talk to me. How was that?
But he was bigger. Now that was big in Philly, but T.I.
was bigger as a whole
I
artist.
get it.
T.I.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I've only compared T.I. to like his little run. That time was kind of like Snoop to me.
Yeah,
like either
okay. I get it.
either a
I
Snoop
understand
Dogg
that.
or when 50 first dropped.
Okay.
That movement.
But the difference is that T.I. had more complete albums than both of them guys.
And it's also that.
And he's running his campaign off complete albums.
I agree.
So-
I
You know what
agree
I'm
with
saying?
that. But when Doggy Style hit,
Doggy Style was different.
Snoop was the dude.
Yeah, to his credit, Doggy Style was a hell of an album.
You would have to compare the impact alone to this of Snoop, but don't get it twisted. Them two albums before this,
Oh, no, they was
that.
heavy. Yeah, they was
You know
heavy.
what I'm saying?
They was
But
heavy.
it's just that this was the overround, well sound like I'm superstar.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
here to say
arrived.
to self, I'm the king.
I've arrived.
And I arrived, and you're gonna respect me. Even your OGs that you respect gonna respect me
And commercialized,
because
yeah.
I'm coming from both angles.
I
You're gonna
got
be
the
able
glow.
to relate from
No
up
way
north,
around it, yeah.
west, south.
I got the glow.
Definitely.
I got the Bruce
Yeah,
Leroy
I'm
glow.
here in the Midwest.
No way around.
Well,
it.
I got the Bruce Leroy glow.
Well,
right now.
with that being said, a lot of that, leveling up that he did that you were talking about, Freaks, came because of track number 3, What You Know, produced
What
by
You Know
DJ
About That.
Toomp.
Yeah.
This the first
This the
single.
video.
This was
this was
a
an
ATL
MTV premiere,
rollout.
right? This was an MTV premiere.
This was a
Yeah.
big
This
song.
was one of
ATL
those
rollout.
MTV premieres. Yeah.
This was a big song.
Yeah.
A huge song. And you know what's funny to me about this song is that if you just take the beat, it ain't really nothing like crazy about this beat.
And sometimes the best
But,
beats are like that.
but sometimes, man, like the similar, like simple stuff is better.
Yeah.
But think about this.
See
though.
me, you
These
see
are the
me
types of
pretty,
songs,
you know I'm
right?
riding, dog.
These are the types of songs that you can see a sea of people with him standing on the edge of the stage and him doing this. And the crowd saying,
Yeah, they finishing the lyrics.
like,
No,
this is one of
no.
them songs,
When he laid his verse, it just was perfect. Like it wasn't really. He wasn't doing too much, but when he did it, it just.
And he had the moments in this song.
It was
This a
magic.
iconic
man.
You know how he ball. Hey,
Yeah,
he is how
yeah,
they call
oh,
it.
hey. And that's that
he
South.
most likely
Whole call and
does.
response. Whole call
And
and
yeah,
response.
this is one of those great pairing of an MC with a specific flow and cadence to match the beat perfectly.
Absolutely.
It's not super overly intricate.
T-Harp, speak to
And
that, man. You said the
just-
whole call as an MC. Just speak to that, like what that does.
This is just one of them experiences where sometimes that happens where the MC it matches well, and the MC makes the song come to life because your voice is an instrument, how you flow on it is an instrument, all that melody, and it works. So, like you said, the beat's very simple, but it's him spitting, rhyming, cadence, hook, catchy flow. Like we already know how he presents.
And then that hey, everybody can participate in that. Like everybody can participate in that.
And this is
And then he coming at Jokers too at this joint.
This is the beauty.
In this
Yeah.
exact track.
This
He
is
coming
the-
at Flip and he coming at Shorty Low.
the beauty
Yeah, they was beefing.
the beauty of it is
I forgot about Shorty Low and them. They was popping too, though.
Song-
Shorty Low was moving.
Yeah,
Shorty Low was
Yeah.
moving.
Shorty Low was moving.
Shorty, that they,
He was
that,
moving.
let's
that, they
not
know.
let's,
They
let's
know.
never
They
forget
know.
Shorty Low song.
Absolutely.
My
They
God.
first album, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But with that being
Yeah.
said, this is
It was moving down there.
and we talked about like construction of classic albums and things of that nature. This is part of that, man. This is part of that because it goes into song construction.
Yep.
Everything doesn't always have to be super lyrical.
Yeah,
or
doesn't.
it doesn't always
It
have
doesn't.
to be. Sometimes songs have to capture a moment, man, and
That's
where
it.
you are
That's it.
and crowd engagement. And like you said, Freaks, this is the perfect example of what you said when it comes to MC. Master of ceremony. This is not overly complicated,
exactly.
but this is a perfect example of crowd control, master of ceremony. This ain't overly lyrical.
Yeah.
This is literally an MC that is perfectly crafting a song to a beat and making it literally bigger than anything you could think of. Because this is big,
And he's
man.
a hell of a performer.
Yeah, absolutely.
That too.
He's
That
a
part.
This is a performance song.
But like
He got
Freak,
the
Freak
entertainment check,
said, this video was big. This video was
Yes.
huge. So he got Mike Epps in it. Mike Epps is
Yeah,
hot at the
absolutely.
time. Then it cross marketed with the ATL movie. So
Yep.
so it's like in the
It's
video
both.
in the video
It's the
he's
rollout.
in the video he's going to the premiere of the ATL movie. So the whole
With the cast,
the
yeah.
whole cast is in the movie.
Yes.
Then they're showing clips of the movie, so it's promoting the movie too. And the songs in the movie too. So it's just he just running with everything. He winning in
that
every
perfect
way.
storm. It's a perfect
Yeah.
storm. It's just a perfect storm.
So this was a bit everything about this song. When this song dropped, I'm telling you, when this song dropped in Atlanta, this
And the
song,
ad-libs was crazy.
Oh man,
Especially at a time when the king of ad libs was on fire.
Absolutely.
right.
Yep.
To have this guy, the
Yeah.
ad libs on this song
Yeah.
was crazy
Yeah.
because at this time Jeezy is the king of
Absolutely.
ad
But the
libs.
thing about it is, T.I. did his own thing, his own
Yeah.
ad lib
That-
style. So
yeah.
he didn't even take away from Jeezy. What Jeezy did was
Yeah.
great. But like what he did on here, hey, what you know about that?
Man, you
I
know-
know all about that.
Yeah,
You
it's
say you wanted to
crazy.
squash it, but you still talking shit about.
And you know it was all love with him and Jeezy, so that
Yeah,
was
oh, yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah, they
So,
was
you know what I
locked
mean,
in.
that
They
was
was-
nothing. Yeah, so
I'm fast as lightning, bro.
yeah.
Better have your Nikes, bro.
And it's crazy, man, because I think that's part of the love that I have from this album. You know, being a Southern nigga at heart. If you put it this way, man, if you lived in the South, went to school in the South, you got a different appreciation for it. You know what I mean? Because you hung with Southern niggas and you know Southern niggas. You know what this vibe is. You know what that feel. You know how the lingo is. So you kind of take to it a little differently. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You just take to it differently.
It makes a difference.
All right, track number 4, we got "I'm Talking to You," produced by Just Blaze.
Talking to you.
This be hard. It's Just Blaze.
I'm talking
I'm
to
talking
you.
to you.
This was a war cry, man. Kind of like just I'm addressing any nigga got an issue,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
and he named 75 niggas in the
Yo,
song.
it's
And it was
crazy.
like you listen because it was like
Yeah, it's crazy because you thought you thought he was dissing like somebody in particular, but then he came out in the second and third verse and was saying like, I'm not talking about all these other rappers. So this is just like a general, like if you fall into
it was clever. It was clever. Like, okay, I'm not dissing this
that's
nigga.
TI for you,
And not only that, it was clever because it was like, nigga, if I don't say your name, then you insignificant.
right.
True.
Because again, he was beefing with several people at this time.
Yeah.
He had a beef with Ludacris. He was beefing with Lil Flip. But he's saying like, I ain't even talking about all them people.
Yeah.
Like, so
I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you. So if you falling into this, then I'm talking to you.
Yeah, life. I ain't gotta say your name, but if Hit Dog gonna holler. If you feel some kind of way, then it is what it is.
Yeah, that's bad.
It is what it is.
And then Just Blaze gave him a beat, but,
Yeah,
but this
I
beat
love
this beat got that bounce though. It got like a southern
Just
bounce
Blaze,
too.
man. And this is the reason why, man. He's one of my top 3 producers if I could pick. I just and part of that is because the whole Blueprint experience, like you said. I just love how him and Kanye just married together, man.
Absolutely.
It just created a whole movement,
Whole vibe.
You can, like you said, you can tell the Blueprint babies.
Yeah, absolutely.
He won
After that time,
He one of them.
the Blueprint baby, man. Blueprint baby for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Great song. Great song, man.
Shout out to my guy.
And again, these are album cuts.
Yeah.
This is an album cut
Yeah.
right here. This joint go to.
Oh, they rumble. This shit go hard as
This
fuck.
joint go hard, man, for sure. Track number 5, we got "Live in the Sky" featuring Jamie Foxx, produced by Keith Mack.
This was
third
dope.
single.
Yeah, it was.
This was an introduction
I felt this song.
on
Very good
song.
song.
He had just lost his band Phil up in Cincinnati at the they was doing a show. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing though about that. Here's the thing about this song and album was already done.
Yeah.
And his man Phil got killed after the album was already out. And then they put this out as a single. He dedicated the video to Phil, but this was he already recorded this song.
Yeah.
He later recorded Dead and Gone as a real tribute to Phil. But he just because Phil was in another single on this album's video. And they actually said rest in peace to him at the end of that. And then, and then he put a part in the beginning of this video saying like, this dedicated to my man Phil. But he already had this song done prior to that. So this was just about his people's
working.
Yeah,
He was working, man.
This is about his people's that passed away. Phil was already he was alive when he made this joint. But this is a big song. Jamie Foxx was hot as an artist at this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unforgivable and all
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he brought them in, and he talking about all those people that
Jamie Foxx was coming off a hell of an album.
Yeah, not just a hell of an album. He coming off the Kanye features. He cooking.
This was around the time of the Kanye features.
The Kanye features already in the books.
Gold Diggers.
Yeah. This is done. Yeah, that was done. Yeah,
I think that was the album. Unpredictable.
I was in high school.
Unpredictable was the album. The album was dope. Yeah, remember, Late Registration was 2005.
2005.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got you.
Already
That was
out.
right on the
Got you. Okay.
So
got
he
you.
had College Dropout, Slow Jams. Then he had he was on a movie.
Oh, he had as a pistol.
Yeah.
He had as a pistol. Okay.
So this video was big. I remember Jamie Foxx. Actually, Forrest Whitaker was in the video.
Yeah.
He was playing like the Grim Reaper, kind of like a newer Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads kind of thing, but like more in the hood. Like, I guess Crossroads was in the hood too. It was more like a little more modern day version of that.
Right.
But that's what Forrest Whitaker was playing. So that was a dope video. And like again, his best friend Phil, that was his bodyguard and his like best friend, and he died in a drive-by shooting. But that happened in May of 2006, so it happened after this album came out. It's just the timing of the single. It just kind of worked.
I thought he died on the bus where they got shot up or something like that.
It was a drive-by shooting, but yeah, it was. It was a drive-by shooting though.
The tour bus or something like that.
but it was meant for T.I. though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But that was like his best friend since childhood, man.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
But again, later on the paper trail, Dead and Gone was actually dedicated
Gotcha.
to the
Yeah.
field.
All right. Sounds
But
good.
the rollout, he did that. But this was a big song, man. When I'm dying, when I'm living. I always
Yeah,
felt
it
this
was.
song. Like
It was a big
before
song.
this became a single, I felt this song. Like this was a nice song.
A lot of weight to it.
Anybody that can relate to losing somebody,
Yeah.
you had to feel this song right here, man. And the people that he actually talked about in the song were other people You
Yeah.
know, in his family,
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Right.
He had everybody. He tapped into each lane.
Yeah.
And this was a good look.
It's
He
never
really had to
anything
take
wrong
the
with a song with some emotional vulnerability to
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
I think when done right, it could be a huge advantage.
Absolutely.
But you got to be a certain kind. You got to be able to do it right.
But for him as an artist, this is big because he wasn't making those kind of songs as singles. So
Right.
for him to be able to put this out as
Right.
a single, let you know where he was elevating to.
Right.
Like people was respecting his artistry now,
true.
where he could be a little more free and he don't
He
got
had
to make
a
a
lot
club
of
song.
singles.
well, he's
on his
taking
album.
chances. He's taking chances.
You knew it was there though. I feel like on Urban Legend, Trap Music. No,
Yeah.
some of them cuts.
He
You know
had,
it was
he
there.
had these songs.
You know it's
already.
there, yeah. But like you said, this album was big, so this
Yeah.
is when he really polished it all up. And was
So I'ma
like,
throw
yo,
Jamie-
and I got the-
I'ma throw
and I got the
Jamie-
movie over here.
Yeah, and
so-
I'm gonna throw Jamie Foxx on
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and we gonna run.
You can take this kind of chance, and you can have this kind of range, because great albums, they have range, they got different
Yeah, that
variety.
part,
You know what I
that
mean?
part,
As an artist, when you crafting, this goes back to our conversation about classics. When you crafting these sorts of albums, you got to have range. You got to have
absolutely.
variety,
Absolutely.
range. You got to have different. You got to take some chances.
Gotta be
Sometimes-
able to hit all areas.
all areas. You got to
Yeah.
be able to, and that proves that proves
The
your
caliber of your album.
absolutely, and your
Yeah.
creativity.
Yeah.
Your ability, and like I said, I don't know whether that's Supreme A&R work or whether he's being his own A&R, but when you have that kind of variety, it's got to be sequenced right. It's got to be thrown in there right. The soup's got to be right.
Yeah, I agree. All right, track number 6, we got "Ride with Me," produced by Keith Mack. This is like ride out music.
Yeah, this is a classic
this is like
Southern
that
record.
South ride
Oh,
out
this is
music.
Southern record
yo.
right here.
Yo, man.
Oh, this is Southern record right here.
I like this beat. I just like how it feels, man. Like
this is
oh,
Southern
man.
record right here, man.
God, hey, come and ride with a nigga. Let me show you where we kick it at. Where them sucker niggas get it, hustlers get it, chickens at.
This is
Ride
Southern
with
record,
a nigga.
bro.
Let me show you where we kick it at.
This is Southern
It was
record.
just straight ATL joint.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ride
This is
with
Southern
a
rap.
Jeep. Come and ride with a Jeep.
Strictly
Then a
hood joint.
dude-
This is one of those. This is one of those. I'm still from ATL.
Yeah.
I'm still from
Yo,
Bankhead.
I'm
That
about to
kind of
say,
thing.
He captured
next
that.
one
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
still from Bankhead.
Yeah, that part.
I'm
He
Bankhead.
captured the
Next
moment
one.
greatly.
Yeah.
This joint right here,
Yeah.
man. This ride with me is a go though, man. Like this is a ride out. This is on a ride out classic right
Yeah,
here, man.
absolutely,
Like, for
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, this is.
But
This
but
joint-
but if you notice, and I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, he threw this in there at a point where he already roped you in.
yeah.
He already roped you in. Now you can't leave.
Yeah.
You can't leave. Like, you can't leave. So
What's
now
next?
I got you. You taking this ride with me. I'm gonna go authentic ATL on you.
All right, now if you got on streaming now, they took the original interludes that were on this album. If you got the original album, there were interludes. So actually, track number 7 is "Breakup Skit" featuring Mike Epps, produced by Keith Mack. This skit isn't on streaming anymore, but it was Mike Epps talking to his girlfriend. He was saying that he been following her, pretty much stalking her,
Yep.
and he saw her with another guy, and he like going in on his girlfriend saying they breaking up. So it was a funny skit. So, but that's not on streaming anymore. But that was track 7.
Okay.
Then it goes to track 8. Why You Wanna,
Why you
produced by
wanna
Kevin
so
K.I.
fat?
Gates.
Why you wanna do that?
This is his 21
Why you wanna
questions.
This is
do
a
that?
smooth.
This is his 21
Yo,
questions.
this is a smooth ass song.
This is 21 questions, and
He
excuse
killed
me,
this joint.
miss.
That video
This
was
is that.
love.
This
too.
is that vibe.
That video was it.
This is that vibe. Did he take her out to like a fast food restaurant?
It did a couple
He
things.
was in the beach. He was in the
did a
beach,
couple
man. He
things,
started on
yeah.
the beach. Yeah, that was his.
They
That
was
was
chilling,
was
looking
fat.
at
This is
Lord
21
have
questions,
mercy.
man.
Yeah.
This is
Perfect
21
video,
questions.
That's
This
spot
is
on,
excuse
Phil.
me, miss.
That's
This is
spot
that
on.
kind of record.
This
man.
is
Spot
the
on.
second single. This is the song for the ladies, man.
that's spot
It,
on.
Where's this sample from?
It samples the song "Gypsy Woman" by Crystal
Okay.
Waters.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's funny because
Oh yeah.
Da da dee da da da.
Yeah. That's where. Yeah. That's
it's
where-
funny.
Okay.
It's
That's what
funny
I'm saying.
because he changed his name from Tip to Ti to separate himself from Q-Tip, and then he sampled Q-Tip on this song. So he interpolates Q-Tip on on the Janet Jackson song, "Going Till It's Gone." He go, "Why you want to go and do that?"
Oh, yeah.
Why you wanna
I didn't
go
catch
and-
that.
Yeah,
I didn't catch that. Good catch.
That's
Good
from
catch.
that's from Q-Tip on the Janet Jackson song. And
Wow, I didn't catch that.
yeah,
Damn.
and then he also samples the Tribe Called Quest song "Find a Way." So I think
Paying
that was
homage.
I think it was intentional. I think
Paying
it was
homage.
intentional. So it's like he's showing respect to him, but the song was a big song, and it was for the ladies.
It was, man. You're not gonna not vibe to that.
Now why you want to go and do that?
What?
So why you want to go and do that?
Niggas don't want to fuck with this nigga in the verses, man.
This is he hard out. Listen, he hard out.
He got hits.
Listen,
He got hits.
I understand why he feels the way he feels.
He got
I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it.
Why with an ass so fat? Why you want to go and do that, love?
I remember
It's a
at
big
that
song.
time,
It's a
man,
big
clubbing
song.
and this coming on, man, and
It's
the
a
ladies
big-
going
Yeah,
crazy.
Come right back with
I
another
remember
big
this was
song.
their shit.
He's
I
we
remember.
on a run though.
This
That
is
is
a
so
big
Here come the next
song.
This is the run.
Big song. Track number 9, "Get It," produced by Swiss Beats.
Yeah.
This that classic Swiss Beats sound right here.
Get it.
This that classic song.
Little shit. Stop.
I got that get it, girl. I gotta get it when you need. Show me when you need. This joint go right here.
Listen, that shit go.
This joint
That shit
knock, man.
rumble crazy.
Yeah.
This that classic Swiss right
Yeah,
here.
this
like,
shit go
jeez.
hard. My God. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna say this, and we
This
discussed.
joint gets you on the floor right
Listen,
here. man.
we discussed this,
It
man.
will.
When this is the perfect marriage of access, right? When you got access to these type of producers, and you get this sort of, because we got Manny Fresh, we got Just Blaze,
Yeah.
we got fucking Swizz
Yeah.
Beats. This is what you do with that kind of shit when you get it.
He delivering.
When you get these kind of beats, this is what you do with it.
I got that.
This
get
ain't
it,
like
I got that, get it.
we know artists that have had this kind of access to those kind of beats
Yeah,
and have
you
flopped. Well, not necessarily flopped, but haven't necessarily delivered to this level. This is what you do with this kind of shit. We got Manny Fresh, Pharrell, which you ain't even got to yet. Kanye West.
Come on, let's go. We got a long
Just
way to
what-
go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
And you also got to understand. You got to understand.
Because this next one
A
crazy.
couple years ago, they had Bring 'Em Out, which was huge. So we come off of Bring 'Em Out with Swiss Beats, and then come with this joint like this.
This
joint.
ain't even a single.
Nah.
It's not. It's
Not
just
an
a,
album
this is a
cut.
banger.
It's not because of this
It's a
one.
banger. That's what
It's
it
not
is.
because of this one.
It's an album cut.
Yeah, that boy.
This what you do with your influence and access. When
This
you got
song-
access to
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
when you got access to niggas like this, this is what you do with it.
Yo, I used to be in the car to get it. Oh, on them rides, man, this song go on. Hey. And man, and then it goes right into track number 10, Top Back, produced by Manny Fresh. This is the fourth single. This beat,
My God.
this beat is triumph.
This sounds like a vintage
Head back. Lay it back.
hot. This sounds like a vintage Cash Money beat.
Oh,
Elevated though.
I just want to say that at this time it wasn't even a lot. Like this was the introduction to trap music. That's what I want to. I want to mention that those records though. that
This is
made
the
it
shit that
sound
makes
like,
him feel like he's unbeatable.
Yeah.
boom. Like yeah.
This beat is
Can you-
triumphant.
When
man.
you hear this shit, man, this is stadium music.
Yeah, this is that triumphant
This is
stadium
trumpets
music.
and
Yeah.
horns and this is this.
is an
I
intro-
understand why he feels the way he feels.
I like my beat down low,
Introduction,
down
man.
low,
Yeah.
down low, down low. I
Yo,
like my top back. And yo, Juvenile just said him and Manny Fresh. You know they got the podcast thing,
Right.
Like,
I'm going to assume
yeah,
that this. I'm assuming that Juvenile turned this down.
and Juvenile passed this beat up.
I knew it. I knew
And
it.
Manny Fresh came. But here's the thing, though. I don't really hear Juvenile.
I
on
do.
this.
Me
I
neither.
do.
I don't.
Oh my!
I don't hear
I do. This feels so early. Cash Money.
That's because it's tip on here.
This sound bigger than the This sound like different from Juvenile to me. I think this was meant for T.I. I think
I-
got it right here.
I feel that way.
I felt. Listen, when I heard this beat,
You felt
I
Juvenile?
knew some Cash Money artist passed on this beat.
I
knew
feel-
it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I don't
That's
feel
not
Juvenile.
shocking.
I
Me.
ain't feel that
I don't
way.
feel
That's not
Juvenile
shocking to
when I
me.
heard it. And Juvenile, he got classic. He
Yeah.
can go. But
You know,
I
because-
don't hear Juvenile on this
I
track.
swear
I do.
this feels like a
I
bro.
can't hear it.
This feels like a Juvenile beat. I'm telling you, he just probably think about it. When you at that point in time, Juvenile's getting so much shit from Manny that he overlooks something like this at that time. Another artist could bring this out, but this is scraps to somebody that's in house.
if this is scraps,
I
he
get
did-
it.
he did what he was
I
supposed
get
to
it.
do.
I get it.
I was gonna say it's nothing to take away even from Juvie.
Absolutely.
But I'm
But I just
saying-
feel like T.I. was wild. Like,
But to be
smart.
fair,
Yeah,
Juvie and
bro.
them was cooling off. Julie was cooling off.
But
around
listen,
this
That's
time.
part
but
of
I'm gonna
it.
tell you this.
It was
I'll tell you
cool
this.
off.
That's a whole nother episode of beats, like the what you want to call it? We can call that tracking of certain beats that then went through certain artists.
yeah,
and
that's a lot of
That's
that.
that's that is a hell of a episode right there.
Yeah, but this song actually also they did a video for the remix, not the original version. So the remix had Jeezy, Young Dro, Big Country King, and BG on it, and they did the video for the remix of Top Back with all of them on there.
Yeah,
and
that
they-
was.
and
Let my
they-
chain hang low
Yeah.
with that thing up on my waist. Can't really see it, so say it to my face. It's the remix of Betty Fest to bring the bass.
and they actually made that DJ Drama's album single, so they cross marketed both.
Yeah,
of them.
yep,
So
yep,
yeah, so
yep.
they was working, man.
Yeah.
They was working
Yeah,
out
he
here.
was aware of everything. He was just
Yeah.
cognitively aware of
Yeah.
everything.
This is a big song. The sound and everything.
Absolutely.
This song went. This song went hard,
Bruh.
This song went hard. All right, so now we got track number 11. I'm Straight and the Pimp C skit. Now the skit is not on streaming, but it was a skit.
I do remember this
It
one.
was a skit with Pimp C on there at the end of the song when Pimp C talking about Georgia and Texas coming together and everyone else need to fall back pretty much. Pimp C saying that the South is taking over and showing their unity, which they were.
They were
So
at the time.
so again, Pimp C on your album talking heavy like that, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But I'm Straight. This is one of them Southern New
You know
Orleans
what's
and
weird?
Atlanta.
Because it seemed like I remember that Pimp C like ascended to this level of like Too Short. Because that Too Short was like the same way for the West Coast, right? Where it was like if you got a Too Short feature, it was like a big thing.
Because Pimp C ain't really rock with a lot of people. So it was hard to get features from him. If he ain't like you or didn't like something associated with
Well,
you,
Too Short, I mean, Pimp C was real opinionated.
He did not like it, man. Bun B had to beg him to get on the Big Pimpin' song because he ain't want to do
I
it.
remember that. Yeah.
Because he said Pop diss Jay-Z and I rock with Pop. He didn't even know Pop.
He was one of them niggas.
He was
He was one of them niggas.
He was
And I respect
He
it.
was
I
like Pop
respect it.
dissed you. I ain't rock with you.
Yeah, I respect it.
Bun like, come on, man. Like this all gonna change our life.
He fucked with Pop.
So-
Yeah, I respect it.
So if you
That's
really-
loyalty.
That's one of them fans.
That's blind loyalty. Like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
so if you really think about it, just really think back. Remember, Pimp C, they had to beg him to be in the video. So he got a
That's what I
separate
remember.
he got a separate part of the video that's not with everybody else.
Absolutely. I remember that story,
They had to
yeah.
beg him to do that. So Pimp C was a different kind of dude.
He was a
very
different nigga.
opinionated.
Yeah, he was a
Absolutely.
different kind of nigga.
But I'm Straight, man. This is showing the unity. Of course, Young Jeezy is cooking. Like he on fire at this time.
Going off.
So you get the verse from him. Then you got BG on here.
Killed it.
And yeah,
Killed it.
killed it,
My
man.
nigga.
BG 2 albums straight
Listen,
back to back.
I'ma
They
tell you
put
this.
it on that he killed it.
I'm gonna die on this hill. This is a very unpopular opinion. He still has, to me, and I don't give a fuck what nobody
Sheesh.
say.
Saying it's better than 400 degrees.
Chopper City in the ghetto.
My boy-
is
my boy
better
from school feel the
than
same way.
400 degrees.
My boy feel the same way,
Book
bro.
it. I'm gonna die on that hill.
My boy, out of everybody in the Cash Money, he with BG. He
Chopper
been with him
City
for
in
the-
it-
He been with him for years. My
Chopper
boy-
City in
my
the
boy
ghetto.
G.
I remember that album.
My boy
Chopper
G.
City in the ghetto is bigger and better
And Phil,
than
I
400
didn't
degrees.
I didn't get turned on to that until I was in school.
But you know why? Because when you
When I was going there, it was just 400 degrees.
wait.
And the Hot
wait.
Boys
Oh,
joint.
wait.
Matter of fact, I think the Hot Boys joint might have hit me down there too.
When you are deeply entrenched in that sort of environment,
Yeah.
Here go
Never-
no, this is
never-
PI again. Here go PI.
Yo, your head ain't right, man.
when you are deeply
Get your hat
entrenched
right,
into
man.
that environment, now you are fully understanding the whole environment
Ambiguity.
and culture of what it is to be a Southern Commonwealth individual in the movement.
And you got to run with it expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Absolutely.
But nah,
Just for nothing. Nah,
and you
that-
gotta understand, Jeezy coming off of a
that-
classic the year before.
Absolutely.
That 101 was
101.
whamming.
Absolutely.
was there a demand for a T.I. Jeezy record like collab?
I don't
I
remember.
remember.
They did a lot of
It was
songs
because they
together.
was like good together.
They were just.
If they would did an album together, that would have been huge.
Absolutely.
crazy.
Hell
That would have
yeah.
been crazy.
But they did
Hell
a lot.
yeah.
They did a lot of records. Like Freak said, they went on tour, so they was connected to each
They
other
was
a
just.
lot.
Yeah, they was.
Quick question:
Yeah.
Who was the big three at that time?
In Atlanta,
No. Who's the big three? Because we got big three in different eras. Who's the big three at this time?
I don't know.
Okay, you can move on. I don't want to. I don't want to make it a long.
If you're going with the South, I'm gonna say
we don't. When we doing big threes, big three is a big three.
Well, the South artist was that big, but I'm saying I would say Young Jeezy, T.I., and Lil Wayne. If we're
Okay,
talking the
then
South.
that.
Yeah,
Would
so-
you say that's
Yeah.
it? Is that it?
I would definitely choose those three.
Okay,
But-
freaks. What you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's reasonable because the South was running with it.
That was
That-
the
but
time when
that-
the South was hot.
I want to take the South out of it because if the South is the major movement, then it is what it is.
I just know it's
No, but
Who do you
T.I.
think? Who would you say?
The
What if-
big three in the
at
South.
that time? Who would you say? Just off the top of
T.I.,
your head.
Jeezy. At that time when all this happened
Yeah.
with the King and everything, I'm gonna give it to Ross, man. Cause Ross came
Over
with Port
Lil
of
Wayne at this time,
Man, Lil Wayne was just
mixtape
By
Weezy
now-
was killing it, bro.
He was, but
He was-
Mixtape.
he-
I would have to
he-
fast forward.
He was tapering off.
I would have to fast forward maybe 2 years later
Rick Ross
to
need
include
more-
Ross.
Rick
Because
Ross
I
need
feel
more
you,
time.
but
He need more
Ross
time.
had a hell of an impact,
He ain't
man.
even dropped Port of Miami
yeah,
yet.
Port of
He
Miami,
tripping.
Port of Miami
Not
didn't
at
come
this
out
time.
yet.
It
yeah.
came out later in the year.
Oh, later in the year.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, well, yeah,
I'm talking
probably
about
Weezy.
at the time.
At the
King
time,
came
probably
out.
Weezy.
Okay,
Probably
okay,
Weezy.
cool.
But when Rick
This is
Ross came
important.
out pushing it, that was
Yeah.
one of the biggest rap
was,
songs.
it was
And
huge.
yo,
Yeah, but at this time,
He was gone. He
That
was
wasn't-
gone
that
after
wasn't even out.
He was
it was
gone.
on, man.
Yeah, he was
Come
gone.
on, man.
He was gone.
It was damn near guaranteed.
2007 to
Who is this
2009. That now I 100% agree with you. But it's interesting at this time because this is 2000. This is early
Yeah.
2006.
This Gangsta Grill's Weezy though.
yeah.
yeah, that's when he was
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
it.
The love
But
was
what
insane.
does the underground look like at this time, though?
Underground
'Cause-
where?
So it came out. You saying afterwards, but this is the time when, like, if we keep it real, this is when stuff was out.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
I don't think we knew Rick Ross. Rick Ross kind of came. Well, at least to me,
Rick Ross
he
came
kinda-
out of
he kinda
nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna lie. To
I
you.
didn't know about Rick Ross prior to his album.
If there was a Rick Ross that was bubbling, I didn't know it.
Jeezy, I knew about before his album came out because he had mixtapes popping. I didn't personally know about, and I wasn't hearing about Rick Ross yet.
Ross is what they would call an industry plant now. Like the way he came out of nowhere, they would call him an industry plant now, which is the stupidest shit in the.
Well, Jay and
in the
them
world.
knew about him because they signed him to Def Jam.
Yeah, but
I mean,
he would be
I just
considered.
didn't know about
You know what I'm
him.
saying? No, but he
Yeah.
would be considered an industry.
It was
plant right
almost a guarantee.
now. Yeah.
So then we coming off a South song like I'm Straight for the South, but that was a dope song. Then we got track number 12, Undertaker, featuring Young Buck, Young Dro, and DJ Drama,
This
produced
joint-
by
this
Kevin
joint-
Gates.
This went.
This joint was a banger.
This went. This went.
This joint went.
This
It
is
definitely
another
went.
another joint.
I don't know if everybody felt it, but I got it. I
Buck
got
killed
it. I got
This is
this.
another.
killed it.
This is another Southern unity. You
I got it. I got it.
And Young Dro was another friend of T.I.'s, but also an artist on his label, and he was moving
Top
out
seller.
here.
Top
And he
seller
was
artist
moving
on
out
his
here.
label.
You
Because
got-
this is-
but we can't. Shoulder Lean was another one of them songs at this
Yeah.
time in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shoulder Lean.
Oh
was
my God!
moving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And T.I. was on Shoulder Lean, the single too. That was a big
This
song.
is like having-
Young Joe was moving too though.
This song is like having like punning Cameron and fucking like Jadakiss on your song. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm telling you,
this is the equivalent of that.
T.I. didn't just have, it wasn't just T.I. Like, they had a movement. Like, they were moving. Young Dro was moving. Young Dro had some singles that were going.
Young Dro,
but
I'm on in this bitch.
But that shoulder lean drop, that shoulder lean was crazy.
I'm on in this bitch.
I ain't gonna lie. This ain't my favorite song, but I get it.
But it went though.
But also, I agree. Young Buck was hot at this time too.
Young Buck was
absolutely. Young Buck was on fire.
Young Buck was on fire at this time.
Young Buck album already dropped, and
Welcome to Cashville was
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And what I love about the South, which was different from up north, is they all were getting on each other out.
Yeah.
Everybody album,
They ain't care about that.
Everybody album from the South had like a South joint, like with like three of the
Couple
top
of them,
artists from the South. Yeah, so they was showing love to each other.
Yeah,
I
appreciate that.
They weren't doing this up north.
Yeah, I appreciate that
agree.
from the South. That was some beautiful shit.
And that's
we
why-
didn't get it at that time.
And that's why Atlanta ran with it.
Yeah.
This type of stuff right here.
Yup.
the
is why
South
they ran
period.
with it. Yeah.
The South period.
Nah, for real.
There was some real unity. You know what I mean? It was a real unity movement where our shit was just splintered, man. It was just ego driven. It just killed us. It killed because we was robbed of so many collabs at that time, and they got these collabs. Like this
they
type
was
of shit
getting them.
falls under the
Yeah,
radar.
yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Like this kind of shit flies under the radar.
All right, now we got track number 13, Stand Up Guy, produced by Kevin K.O.
When you want to
Gates.
kick it with a stand-up guy.
This song was
Yeah.
cool, but I don't know if it was
But look,
needed. I don't know if it was needed.
I want to share this opinion, right?
This the
What's
first
that?
questionable
What's
rap.
that?
So I just love music. I'm a skater, y'all. So
Okay.
mind
Oh, it's a
you,
skating joint?
mind you, this is Cascade, ATL. That was
Say
the
less.
whole
We-
thing.
we get it then.
This is
Okay,
a
I
skate- this
know.
is a skate bop.
I never thought about
I
that.
can BPM wise and all this. It's a skate bop, y'all.
I didn't
telling
even
y'all.
get that. I didn't think
And
about that
felt-
perspective.
This how I be receiving.
Think about that
the
though.
music
ATL is about
sometimes.
skating. Yeah, I
This
didn't
how I
get it.
receive the music.
Yo, you trying to get
sometimes.
us violations, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. This video ain't going to never see the light of day. You would mess with Atlantic Records if you want. But nah, this I feel like it wasn't needed because I feel like you already got everything up with this with Get It. So I feel like you don't need it. To me, this is like another type of Swiss Beats type sounding song. And I don't feel like it's not bad. I just don't feel
Nah.
it's needed.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things and totality,
Swiss always
I'm gonna listen to it.
It ain't bad.
It ain't my favorite,
It
but
ain't bad though.
we
skipper.
grooving. We grooving.
Yeah,
though.
it's a skipper though.
We're grooving, and I don't mind this skip because
Yeah.
we still batting. We still got a heavy batting average at this point.
Absolutely, real heavy.
Nigga, we in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agree. Stand Up Guy could be a skipper for me. It ain't whack though.
Nah, it's not.
But it could be a skipper. I ain't like if you skip if it wasn't on there, I would be good. I would be good. But track number 14, we got You Know Who, produced by Tony Galvin and Travis Barker.
Yo,
This
I'ma
beat
keep it
is
100.
hard. Like,
This was one of this. You know how they always say, "I'm that track you used to skip. You found out was fire." This turned out to be one of my favorite
This
tracks.
song,
Man, I remember going back to this motherfucker, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
It actually sounded like Just Blaze produced it, but he didn't.
I thought he
It
did.
sound like a Just
Yep.
Blaze beat.
I thought he did.
This beat.
This one of
is
them joints.
Oh, nigga, I remember skipping this track. I don't know why.
I don't know why this beat is
Man,
hard.
I went back to this song and said, "Oh my."
When this beat dropped,
Man.
this beat is a hit. Not like
I was
Jesus.
nigga. I don't know. Maybe I couldn't get off the first like 7-8 songs, man.
Yo.
But I remember hearing it. I skipped it for some reason.
I
but
agree.
when I went back,
Hearing this song 20 years later, this song goes
My
hard.
God. I know, but I remember in the moment, like weeks after listening to it, after banging it and playing it. And then, like, just this song was like, wait a minute, did I get like a deluxe version or some shit? Like, wait, where the fuck was this
It's
at?
crazy because this beat really
That
sounded like a
motherfucker-
Just Blaze beat.
This is
though.
one of my
Like, it's-
favorite
Yeah,
songs.
this song go.
Oh my
This
God.
song is hard. You know, do you know, do you know who?
Man, this is one of my favorites, man. I listen. This is one of them ones, man, where I
And
was like,
this also show his versatility as an artist.
I agree.
Like I can make South, and he coming off the Southern songs. He coming off the Southern songs. You got the party songs. I can make a what you know type of chant type song, and then I'm coming with a straight banger. Like you can't deny me.
Once again,
every style.
once again, construction of an album, song variety, song tempo,
Makes a difference.
the crafting and then putting together. This is not an easy thing, man. I don't want people to walk away from this thinking, oh man, classic albums is easy and putting together. It's not easy.
Not an easy
It's
thing
not
at all.
easy, man. It just isn't. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Not an easy thing at all. And also shout out to Travis Barker. I said you heard that correctly. Travis Barker was part of making this beat. The rock dude, the drummer. Remember Travis Barker? And he's actually in the What You Know video too. He's in the What You Know video too. But he's actually part of making this beat, which is tough. He ain't even a hip hop artist. And to make the beat part of a beat this hard, that's dope, man.
Versatility.
Yeah, and Travis Barker was hot at this time too. I think he was. I think he was in Blink 182. I
Blink
believe.
182.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm literally I'm like, wait, I think it was Blink 182.
Yeah.
Blink 182 was insane.
They was big.
At the
They
time.
was big.
At this time,
Everywhere.
Blink 182 was huge.
So for him to be part of making a hip hop beat and this kind of beat, like you would think it's a rock type beat. This beat is hard.
This people, like I said, this ended up being one of my favorites on this album, man. And because it was like it's just a surprise.
It was slept
like,
on. It was
I was tripping, and I was
slept
like,
on.
whoa, what was I doing? It was like, damn. And to go back to it and was like, whoa, where did this song come from? I was done. I said, this was one of my favorites.
And then you got track number 15, Good Life / phone call skit. So the skit is not on the streaming, but it was a skit, another skit with Mike Epps. He was calling his girl up trying to apologize, get her back. But that skit's not on streaming. But I like this beat and vibe, man. I keep telling
I was
myself,
shocked to
man.
hear Common on it.
Well,
When I saw the
really?
Common feature, I was like, whoa.
I was shocked. I was shocked for myself because Common is
Seems
coming,
out of place.
Common. I agree. I actually agree with him on that.
Yeah.
Seems out of
I agree with
place.
him. Common was coming off a B, and
I just didn't get the pairing.
I didn't think that.
But then I got the pairing. I got it. I see it.
Yeah, it's more of a compliment.
But Common ran this song too. He ran this song.
He did his thing. Common went in from the
Yeah,
rip.
he went in. This beat was dope. Pharrell singing the hook. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. I'm living the good. And then how the beat changed. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
Yeah, I didn't get. When I saw it, it jumped out at me like.
But when he rapping, the way the beat changes hard. Like it's like doom doom doom, and Common running that joint. But here's the story behind this Common feature though. This is supposed to be Jay-Z. It's supposed to be Jay-Z.
Now, that
on this
makes
song.
more sense.
It's supposed to be Jay-Z on this song, but
Okay,
it
that
was
makes more
a
sense.
scheduling conflict, and he had to get it done for the album. So then he reached out to Common. It's supposed to be Jay-Z on this song.
It worked.
you know?
It worked.
It worked. It worked both ways.
And Jay-Z agreed to it. It's just the schedule he couldn't get to record it. So he ended up putting Common on there. So Common wasn't initially supposed to be on it, but I agree with you, Phil. It did seem a little odd. But
Yeah, when you look at the track
Common
listing,
ran
that
this.
name sticks out like a sore thumb. You like Common? What? The hell?
I'm only saying that T Hart because he wasn't working with those kind of artists at that time. Like it was like South dudes, or he wasn't even working with Jay-Z yet.
But I'm just saying this is more of a compliment to T.I.
Yes, at the end of the day, absolutely.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree
like,
with you.
That's what I mean.
I agree with you on that, too.
And he
You know what I'm saying?
and he held his own
Because it was a
with,
different type vibe.
Yeah, so he knew what he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He-
Another
what he's
and
doing.
that speaks to more of what we talked about, Harp. Album construction and foresight to be able to say, I'm gonna put this nigga on this track because this is out of my comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Nobody expects that,
he knew
and
what
it
was up.
worked. It worked. It worked.
And he pulled
crazy.
it off. He pulled it off.
Because it's probably only maybe
He pulled it
a
off.
handful of people he probably could have
I agree.
thought of.
That wasn't on my bingo card.
I agree.
Yeah.
So now we got track number 16, Hello, featuring Governor, produced by Kevin K.O. Gates. This is another song for
Dope
the ladies.
song.
And I love this. I love
Dope
this
song.
This
This
is
was
the
dope.
Hello. It samples the Hello It's Me by the
Isley
Isley
Brothers,
Brothers. I
yeah.
love that song, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Hello. This is following like this got like a Pac, like it's got a Pac feel to it, man. Like,
All
this is
eyes
that-
on me type joint.
Yeah, like it's
all
got
eyes
that
up.
kind of feel to it, man. Like
I ain't gonna lie
Okay.
to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he ain't had Why You Wanna, this could have been a single.
it could have.
This song go.
It could have,
This
yeah,
song
yeah,
go,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like I love the Isley Brothers song already.
This smell like a
But
single.
so the way it was like an alley oop almost.
For him to flip it, it was dope.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
flipped it dope. He flipped it.
This
dope.
smells like a single.
This could have been a single. Like he got a lot of singles on
Got
this
a lot of
song.
ammo in the
I
clip.
agree.
Yeah.
A lot of ammo in the
Yeah.
clip.
But this is for the ladies. I know the ladies love this song.
Yeah.
He's talking to them.
It's
He talking
smooth.
shit to him.
The track like the
He talking
track,
shit to
the
him,
track
bro.
like a layup.
He talking shit to him. He talking shit to him. You need to know it. He is talking that shit to him. He got him in his zone.
This shit got him in trouble.
Got him in his zone, man.
This shit
Word.
got him in trouble.
Word. He's talking that
This
shit.
started this getting his ass in trouble.
Yeah. So that's a dope song. Then it goes to track number 17, Told You So, produced by Keith Mack.
Told you so.
This is just a wild ass Atlanta
I'm
track.
talking
Told
to
you.
you.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, this one.
No, this ain't I'm talking to you. Told You So is different.
Nah, I told you so. It was different.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
it probably had the same energy. That
Yeah.
This is a wild ass Atlanta track.
I told you so. This is actually slower. Told You So is slower.
Yeah.
But I like this song because he's saying pretty much in the verses that y'all thought like after these certain artists from Atlanta got on, it was over. He's like, no, I told you so. Like,
Yeah.
I told y'all like I was still
I was
coming
it.
through
I'm the
door.
king.
Yeah, I was.
Told
in the
you I
door.
was the king.
So y'all
Yeah.
thought when Outkast came through, it was gonna close the door? Nah, I told you so. He said something about back when Chris Cross. He used to go to school with Chris Cross. I love that, man.
That's crazy.
He said they was still. He said something back when Chris Cross was something. They was still getting jumped in school. Wow. So you got to understand, even though they came out earlier, they the same. He the same age as them.
Yeah.
They from Atlanta. He the same age as Chris Cross.
Yup.
He said they used to get chased, even when they was hot. They still getting chased and jumped in school. That's what he said, because he was in that. He was there with him. He was in that.
That district and all.
But he's saying like Outkast, but then he also saying the other artists that was dope. He's saying, okay, yeah, you got me, but then we got a whole movement down here. Like I told y'all we was real down here.
It was banned.
But y'all ain't believe in me. I told L.A. Reid, you ain't believe. I told you I was that dude. Because remember he had to deal with LaFace at first.
Yeah, he did. I remember.
And then that did for the first album, then that didn't work out.
that.
So he's like, I told all of y'all. I told y'all I was that dude. They just ain't catch on right away. I told y'all. So this joint, this right here go. Then it ends with track number 18, Bankhead, featuring PSC and Young Dro.
It's okay. This is a mood song.
But
it
I'ma
could
tell-
be dope. It could be a song where I could live without. But I will say I'm never ever mad at any sort of Pimp Squad Click or T.I. and Dro song. It's okay. It's never gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's never.
I just may not want to hear it, but it's never terrible.
It's not one of the ones.
Yeah.
It's not one of the ones.
But it's not
But it's
terrible.
there.
But I'm
But it's
okay with
there.
it.
Nah, but here's the thing. I get it though, because he sound like it's the end the album song, and he putting on for where they from.
Right.
So I'm giving y'all the crew song to end it with my clique, PSC and Young Dro.
Yup.
And we talking about where we from, Bankhead. So this is like ending it. I think this is a nice song to end it with. It's my crew, and we putting on at the end of the day. This is the big album. Well, we from Bankhead, man. Like, I like that.
That's how. And to be all the way for real with you, like this song was one of them songs that Tip was like, like he was so representative at this time, and him and Young Dro been rolling so strong at this time that, like, you getting this hood classic regardless.
Yeah.
This one of them joints that the hood love.
Yeah, absolutely. So I ain't mad because of where he from. I get this. But he had some bonus songs on different versions, the deluxe version. He had an iTunes version where he had extra songs. He had a Japan version where he had extra songs. And he actually had a version of this album with a DVD, a limited edition DVD version that included the Drive Slow remix. And if you heard the Drive Slow remix, he killed it. Like T.I. killed the Kanye Drive Slow remix.
He murdered that joint, didn't he?
Yes, Drive Slow is a hell of a song.
And he body bagged the remix. Trust me. If you ain't heard the T.I. remix, go listen to his verse. He went in on there. But King debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling over 522 copies in his first week. This became T.I.'s first album to debut at number 1 on the charts. King benefited from the cross promotion with ATL movie, with the ATL movie, movie, and the platinum single, double platinum single, What You Know. And What You Know also won the best rap solo performance at the 49th Grammy Award. So he won a Grammy for this. On April 25th, 2006, the album was certified double platinum. Well, no, it was certified platinum in 2006. It went on to be double platinum.
Okay.
So double platinum. I actually feel like it should have went more. Like this album was that big to me.
Well, it was at that particular time, relative to the time.
Yeah, the way it felt.
Relative to the time, because album sales was falling off. We started to go into a different era.
That is true. That's a good point.
It started to go into a different era. You know what I mean?
That is true.
If this is now. 50 Cent sold.
That's a great point.
But that was 3-4 years earlier. Yeah,
I agree with you.
And it happened.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Times was changing. If this would have came out earlier, I think this would have
been a 3-4 times platinum album.
Maybe like a 5.
Easy.
It'd have been like a 5. Like probably 5 at the least amount. I feel like.
So it killed it for when it came out. Absolutely.
That's a good point. So let's get this out the way. Is King a classic?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say
absolutely.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Give a yes, man.
I'm gonna definitely say yeah. I believe it's. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Freaks. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna be real quick. Like, and don't take nothing from the movie making this a classic. I think that he paired it correctly. And I think that the movie made this much more, for sure, a classic. The movie made this a for sure classic.
Yeah, they were definitely.
But the album was already good. But the movie and everything that came behind the movie and the visual and how he coexisted the whole album, it just automatically made it a classic, bro. To me, that's just to me.
Executed well.
This is like kind of the perfect example, man, of an artist reaching a certain level and then having access and resources, man, and taking advantage of it. I think that when you look at this, it's like, okay, there's no mathematical equation to a classic, right? But when you kind of look at this album, you look at it and say, well, shit, out of 17 tracks, 14
were bangers.
Was I don't even want to say bangers. 14 of those tracks were quality, good tracks, if good or better.
Yeah.
Like when you like when we talking about percentages, like there has to be some sort of numerical gauge when we talking about.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's hard to judge it, but in the aspect that you're trying to put forward, you know what I'm saying? I think it's hard to judge it, but overall, due to the way that everything blended together, Phil, because you got to realize. And then also, we also know that the timing is always perfect.
Timing is
if it's a good time, and no matter what you're doing or what you, it's a feel that music brings to you. And this was one of them albums that brought that feel to me.
Yeah,
I'm just being real.
It is.
And
big
the
album.
two before this were classics as well.
Yeah.
Big album. If you said the two,
the two.
I mean, that's debatable. That's debatable because I'm at this time I'm thinking T.I. is
this
probably the best.
Urban Legend.
T.I. is the baddest motherfucker out
there.
there.
It's the introduction to Mega T.I.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm partial to Urban Legend. I love Urban Legend. I love Urban Legend, man. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean?
I agree.
So that's a different conversation.
Yeah, this the one for me. This the one. It's a classic to me. Like I'm telling you, I was riding out to this album and I wasn't skipping. Even though it's songs that I like better than others, I would let this play all the way through. Yeah, and I would let it run back. I would let it run back immediately. and just let it. I was just playing it back
You
to
all
back
right
to
with it.
back.
You all right with
like
it.
I'm good with this. Like, and listening to this now
It
even makes
aged
me
extremely
it aged very well.
Yes.
It did.
aged
It
very
aged
well.
very well.
That's
yeah.
important.
Yes.
It aged
Yes.
very
It
well.
aged
That's
very
important.
well, Yes.
This album is a classic, and I'm ready to. I would debate anyone that says it's not. I want to
Yeah.
hear your reason why.
I want
Cause
to no bullshit.
because it checked all the
There you go.
boxes.
Say it again.
Bullshit.
It checked all the boxes, man.
It checks all of the boxes, man.
Like, what you want?
Percentage
What
wise,
can
big,
you say? What
big
big records?
Yeah, it checks.
The album cuts are crazy.
The variety.
Like, yeah.
You got street records. You
Yeah.
got stadium records.
Talk to
you got
him.
different variety.
Talk to
you
him.
got fucking big moment records. This got everything.
he got the lyrical songs. He got the party
Yeah.
songs. He got
Yeah.
everything.
Not only that, it's great, and then it's still the intersection of ATL the movie.
Yeah,
It's still an
yeah.
intersection
Yup,
there. Like
yup.
it don't matter how
Yup.
you look at it.
It's still
Like, what we
capturing the
talking
vibe.
about?
Can
Yeah, what talking about?
can we say that not only is the intersection of the movie, but a transition from ATL from the hands of Outkast to
Absolutely.
T.I.
It was a changing over.
T.I. and Jeezy.
It was a change.
It was a handoff. Like, okay,
T.I. was in one of Outkast videos too.
It was ain't nobody.
This is-
What is the song? Ain't nobody.
So Fresh, So Clean?
So fresh and so clean. He in the
Oh,
video.
yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
At the end, where was he at?
He was in the church.
No,
was in-
no,
it was-
wrong.
He was
So Fresh
standing
and So-
somewhere,
It was
wasn't he?
before
He was
that.
just like
But he was in the
Before
church and so fresh and so clean.
He was in the car, man. It wasn't so fresh and so clean. I'm
was
trying to think of the
casual.
song.
Well, he was in so fresh and so clean too. He was in. So
I
fresh.
feel like that too.
No, he wasn't so
He
fresh.
was in there, but before that, off
well, that makes
off the
sense.
old album. I think it was off ATLians.
Well, he was.
When
he
the
was-
end of the video, when he was like,
make-
they rewind
makes-
it back.
It makes sense because he was on the face, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. It
Absolutely.
makes sense. Yeah. But this is a classic, man. This is a classic. I don't think it's a debate. We all universal with saying this album is a classic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going
Yeah.
classic.
Absolutely.
Proof is in the
I'm not
pudding.
even. I'm not even
it checks-
disrespecting
fight
it
that.
to think anything else.
It checks all of the boxes, and I mean, we don't have a classic criteria, quote unquote.
Nah,
but
we don't. But
the
if
feel is that
we
it
did,
is, it is, but-
we technically do got a classic criteria, and it meets it. It
Yeah,
exceeds
it does,
to me.
yeah.
So this album is a classic.
What
for
would you
sure.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
What's
one-
the argument against
what,
it?
what do you?
Yeah. What's the argument
This
against
one
it?
is a classic, man.
part.
No debate for us for sure.
Yeah.
What was the impact of King when it came out?
The South got something to say.
Again,
That was my interpretation
Again,
too,
huh?
for the most part.
The South
for
really
me, man,
got something to say.
it was just the capitalization of King of the South to me.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
it
He
was
stamped that.
it was his automatic stamp, and for him to come with that type,
He stamped himself though. That's crazy.
He did.
He did.
But he said it. But it's different.
followed the
It's,
blueprint.
it's different when you speak it and then you follow
The
it up to where
actions.
people can't. Yeah, he put the work behind it to where people couldn't argue with him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah.
And like this album, it's just something for the South to hold on to, but also like this was wasn't like a regional album. Like across the country, T.I. they knew who T.I. was now. They knew who T.I. was on the West Coast. I was on the East Coast too, so I know like T.I. was respected in New York now.
right,
They had to
you
respect him. He wasn't just
Absolutely.
he's a Southern artist now. No, they respected his pen game. They respected him as a hit maker. They respected him as a star. Like T.I. it wasn't no Atlanta South thing. Like
It wasn't.
Some of the now let's keep it 100. Some of the Atlanta artists were Southern artists, but not T.I.
Yeah.
T.I.
They transcended that.
Yeah, he
yeah.
transcended.
So let me
that.
ask you a question, freaks. When because I remember you made this point, and you said when you think of certain artists, especially our Hall of Fame, you think of them as MCs. Would you consider T.I. a MC?
Absolutely. Hands down.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
T.I. MC.
Okay.
And I'm bringing them to the forefront with some of the greats.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And also you got to understand T.I.'s background. Yes, T.I. was raised in Atlanta, but he was actually born in New York. People don't know that. He was born in New York.
Okay.
and then he moved to Atlanta. Now he was raised the majority of his life in Atlanta.
Man, that's a
But I'm saying,
man, that's a southern.
but
that's
he
a southern nigga. That's
he
a
was
country
actually
nigga.
born in New York, so it makes sense because he got them lyrics. He got them lyrics.
He
so-
got that cadence, melody, pattern. Some of
But
them.
King was a big impact to me, and like I said, I think it should have sold more because I'm putting that up with a lot of albums that I feel like this should at least be 5 million. This should be like, cause if you compared it to his Volume 2 Hard Knock Life, and it should have been at least 5 million. That's how
Well,
I feel like.
I mean, relative to, and when you put it in that context, it did do that. It's just relative to the time.
The time
Yeah,
changed,
yeah.
right.
Like think about it. Like right now, what is it like? If you sell like 400,000 copies,
Yeah,
that's like
that's a
quadruple
success.
platinum.
Yeah, that's a
that's a
success.
successful album.
Well, if you sell like
So-
if you independent and you sell like 300,000, like you made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like-
So relative to the time, I mean, it's not numerically comparable apples to apples, but in context to the time, relative to the time, it's pretty much the same. Like,
yeah.
So what about Southern hip hop? What did King do for Southern hip hop? Because of course, Outkast.
It was still there.
Outkast already.
It was still there.
Like knocked the door, kicked the door down. But T.I. had a different lane. So what do you think this did for Southern hip hop?
Well, T.I., he had a different lane, but it's also about somebody that came in with a mastering skill in that lane as well, which is Jeezy. So you know what I'm saying? So by him already opening up that door for that trap music sound, and then Jeezy following up,
Exactly.
then it was like he
Exactly.
polished the whole all around aura of an artist that is a trap artist and take it to a different level. He was the first to do that.
Yeah.
He was the first trap superstar.
From the South.
Yeah,
from the South.
And you have them artists
From the South.
such as Jeezy, who will credit that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's actual factual. He says T.I.
Yeah.
was the superstar, the first one
Enough said.
heading out of
Absolutely.
Atlanta
Enough
with
said.
the whole movement and everything.
Enough
They
said.
say that. They know
T.I.
that.
started out as the
Yeah, they know
trap artist,
Yes.
Yeah.
more of the trap style, and he ascended
Yes.
into a superstar.
He did.
Yeah, absolutely.
He put that idea out there.
And at that time, it's crazy because Lil Wayne was huge, but this wasn't this wasn't when Lil Wayne like started selling a
wasn't.
big album.
that didn't happen until 2008.
but I feel like
bit
people.
later.
Yeah, it's 2008. I distinctly remember.
Yeah.
I know it's 2008.
But I feel like the people connected with T.I.
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah,
It is.
Like the people the
Look at
people
the
like
movie.
yeah.
He's a household.
He wasn't a Martian. He wasn't a Martian.
It's something
Wayne
to be
was a
said.
Martian.
It's
Right,
something to be
right.
said about being a
Martian.
household name.
Yeah.
When you got a movie, man, and people can
I'm
identify with you as
that
an
way.
actor, and
Yeah.
you've cross genres, and
that-
you've crossed different avenues of entertainment, movie, commercial.
And you know who
and
else's
music.
career that helped?
That's
Your boy.
big.
That helped your boy career too.
Who?
Even though to a different way of their music, but it was an introduction of the lifestyle in the music. Master P.
Absolutely.
I got the hookup was something
You
that we
become
all
a
related
household
to,
name.
and it was household, and
Yeah.
and he had classic.
That can't be underestimated.
Yeah.
Can't be underestimated. When you're a household name, when somebody can watch a movie of you,
Yeah.
and
I like that Master P comparison. It was like Master P with bars.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like that man, that's a home run when you can do that.
Anytime you're making it into a household.
because now what you are is you transcend being just a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You're a entertainer of the highest level. Now you're a superstar, and that word superstar can't, like in this case, we can't take it lightly because now you are in commercials and
that part.
like you showing up like
Exactly.
endorsing like Pepsi, and you doing shit like that puts you in the living rooms that normal people can't be in.
Right. All right. So, how do we describe the sound of King?
That's that trap. I'm telling you, that's that trap. This was the introduction.
You think this is still the
Because
trap?
when I first went back to listen to it, I'm like, all right, where am I at when I'm hearing this? And it took a little bit of time, but upon hearing it, I hear the season where we were environmentally, just everything that was happening during this time stamp of this album release. To me, the Southern was new. All this was new. As much as like if you wasn't a hip hop head, you would hear this and be like, oh yeah. But like with songs like Why You Wanna, you're gonna hear those because they're on the radio. But outside of hip hop, like a strong hip hop head, they wasn't. I feel like it wasn't on people's radar so easily.
Phil, I want to go back to something that you said on the Fugees 30th episode. You said like this was a record label's dream. To me, this album was a record label's
I agree
dream.
with that.
Like you got a Southern artist, that Southern artist. So I got the Southern region automatically. But then this was a big record. This is a big album. So we got songs for the ladies that hit records for the ladies. We got hit records for the clubs.
Yeah.
We got album cuts that are fire.
Yeah.
Like not just average songs. Like fire songs. He got about 3 or 4 songs that could be singles.
You got an area that's bubbling, and then what you're giving me as an artist is literally a song, an album full of selections that, because it's hard enough. All right, so let's think about it like this, right? The most difficult thing for a lot of artists is a radio single, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When we look at King,
He had 3-4 of them.
He had that well taken care of.
From the rip.
just 3 or 4. I mean, we.
No,
can
I'm
even,
just saying- I'm just saying
I
from the
get-
rip, from
I
the
mean,
jump.
you spot on, but that 3 or 4, as opposed to an artist
Was bangers.
struggling with one.
Yes.
When you come into a label and saying, okay, the label is saying, look, you got to give me one, and you struggling to get one. This nigga had 4 or 5. Like, hey, take your pick. Take your pick, and I'm good. If I'm a record executive, right, and I get this album and I look at it and I listen to it and I'm like, God damn, where
put
the
it
fuck?
out. Put it out.
Yeah, hey,
Let's
This-
get rolling.
hey, increase the budget.
This can't be the movie. This can't be the movie soundtrack. No, this is a T.I. album.
It's an album.
We can't make this a compilation. This got to be This got to be a T.I. And I don't want to downplay.
All of a sudden, money come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I don't want like what this album is to like be downplayed because like most artists can't figure out this formula. Like it's only a handful of artists that can figure out the formula of like making street records, making commercial records, and it all sounding good as a classic album,
As
like a whole body of work.
what did you say? As a whole project,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Like because niggas could slap together
Niggas, yeah.
15 songs.
Yup.
Yeah.
But the project itself, it has to
Together.
be
And then
cohesive.
it won't
Yeah, and then
flow.
like later down the line, like you might not see the plan or whatever plan they had, but these albums drop for a reason because it lines up people that's with you for bigger success. Because right after this was the Grand Hustle compilation.
You're right.
When they added BG.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
BG did
all
that
this
down
lined
with
all that up in order. You know what I'm saying? Mac Boney had that big single.
You're right. And this is the around the time with me.
DJ Drama.
Yeah.
This is around the time with me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
DJ
before all the other
Yup.
stuff happened.
Yup. Before
And Meek was supposed to be signed to T.I.
That's why
Yeah,
I
he
said,
was.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And T.I. didn't sign it.
Yeah.
And T.I. didn't
rolling.
sign it because he
He got
seen a
jammed
different
up.
picture for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But also T.I. was getting locked up.
He got
and stuff.
jammed up. That's
Yeah.
what
He got
happened.
jammed
Yeah.
up, so he was like, "Yo, I want you to like,
I
I
still
want you to win.
prosper.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it worked out. That's
Yeah.
how Ross came into
Yeah,
play.
Meek Mill
But
had
he was- it
Meek
was
Mill
T.I.
had
Yeah.
Meek Mill was with
Yeah,
T.I.
yeah.
first. That's a fact. That
You
is
right
a
about
fact.
that.
That's a-
because
that-
he was doing
forgot
all
about
that.
that.
He was
Yeah,
doing all
so
that.
That was a big thing at the time,
But like
too.
that formula that like Jay Z, but Big E, Jay Z, only a few people figured out that formula to make like a classic album out of it.
Yeah.
But
T.I.
let me
figured it
add
out.
this. Let me add. It's not just a classic. It's this type of classic
Yeah.
album with
with the big songs.
where it's not like one cohesive
That's
theme.
what I'm saying.
Because when you got different types of classics, right? Where you got one common theme that binds all of the songs together. This is not that. This is literally just a collection of songs put together and put out as a project. That's not easy. That is the hardest classic.
And I'm going to give him more credit because I think it's actually easier if you're coming from the East Coast. In his case,
At this time.
At his time, I'm giving you Southern songs too.
True.
Then I'm giving you the lyrical over Just Blaze New York type songs. Then I'm giving you songs for the females. Then I'm giving you party songs all in one, and And it's a whole
made sense.
vibe. It
And
does.
I'm still not alienating Atlanta.
No.
Because I got my Atlanta strip
Atlanta-
song.
Atlanta
I got
feels
my Atlanta
represented.
trap music.
Atlanta feels-
I'm giving you, I'm satisfying so many people.
In his
man.
words, he said it was trap music on steroids. So I'm gonna give you a foundation of the trap music that you love from me, but I got the big songs that go with it.
That's something to be
Yeah.
said about not necessarily conforming to everyone else, but pulling niggas into
What you
Yeah.
hear?
what you do.
Yeah.
What- Listen, welcome to my. This is welcome to trap music.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's
Welcome-
exactly what he did.
I'm not abandoning trap music. I'm giving you trap music in a form that you can understand and you can easily digestible for you. This is trap music. You got to deal with it. I'm giving it to you on a platter.
Yeah, big song,
Well,
big album, big songs on here. So, what's your favorite song on King?
Let me see.
It's a lot.
Yeah. That's hard. That's hard. man.
Yeah, look at you.
Nah, but like I said, there's a sleeper later on. In the album.
I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna have to go with and it's I have a lot of
Hold on.
picks
I know
on
what
here.
it is.
But I'm gonna go with What You Know though. That song was just this is one of them ones, and just for me being in Atlanta and how it felt. I don't like to always pick the singles, but that song went.
Yeah, what you know
Song's
is
lit. It's crazy.
My God.
Yeah.
When that song came out, I thought I was from Atlanta.
I
I ain't gonna
missed
lie.
it.
I ain't gonna lie. I almost denounced the East Coast when that song came out.
I
You
can't
couldn't
believe I missed it.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't from the A, man.
I'm-
that's all.
Definitely what you know for me. Definitely.
I'm picking them straight.
I'm straight. Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
picking them straight.
Another Southern
It's-
song. Another Southern
I'm
song.
picking them. I like
I'm
Why You Want It though.
straight.
Don't get me wrong. Like yeah,
King
all
back.
that.
My, and
No,
to me,
the first
top,
song-
no, I'm
we
sorry.
got
Is what you know, King back and top back.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lie. I want to.
Yeah.
I know,
Top back is them three songs just capture they.
Me top back and give me.
Them three songs feel like
Top Back had to have a remix, so don't disrespect
It
it.
they feel
Had
like the
to.
perfect succession of urban
And
legend. man.
it carried the
Right.
compilation.
Yeah, I felt like those were like perfect, like urban legend succession. Not necessarily the big songs, but it just like urban legend stuck with me because that's the tip. You know, and
That's
I love
me. That's
I love
me.
urban legend.
I love it.
And when I heard the intro, King back, and then I heard Top back. And then later on, like maybe a month later, when I realized that What You Know was on, I said, God, how did I miss this song?
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
The hits is the hits. The hits is the hits.
The hits is what it is.
Yeah, like we ain't on like
The
the
hits
hits
is what it
easy to
is.
pick the hits.
And
but
it keep on
Man.
going because this album ends well to me too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It don't fall off. It's not
It
like
doesn't.
it's never a big dip. Even if you don't like one song,
Keep it
it's
moving.
never like a dip though. Like a 2-3 song dip.
That was my biggest discovery.
and that's
Yeah.
big.
Like, yeah.
Listen, a 2-3 song dip is terrible.
It's some classic albums that got like a 2-song, maybe 2.5 dip. Like this don't got that. It ain't even close. They ain't even close to having that to me.
Maybe a 1-song dip, but
Maybe
2-3, that's insane.
One
Like,
and a
no.
half, maybe at the most.
Nah.
But this
And
album-
I mean that doesn't disqualify certain albums from being classic, but this doesn't have
make the
that wild dip. This is consistent throughout.
Yeah, I agree.
This ride is
I agree.
consistent, man.
You
Like
might get a
this-
speed bump here and there through the
Yes,
parking lot.
Yeah,
But-
but I'm hitting that
That's
motherfucker.
it.
I'm listen. If
You
it's a
hitting it,
speed
you
bump,
keep it pushing.
nigga, I'm hitting that.
Not even scraping the bottom.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Nigga, fuck that speed. I'm
Yeah.
gone. Nigga, I'm hitting it.
We right back at
That's
it.
Now I'm
basically it.
back at it because I
I'm
ain't
just being
got.
real.
Now you got 4 or 5 speed bumps. You gonna fuck the car up.
Yeah.
3 speed bumps. One speed man. Fuck that speed
One
bump.
speed bump every you know.
I'm trashing that speed bump.
Yeah.
It don't got them for sure. Nah, this one of them ones.
I'm hitting that speed bump 70 miles an hour. Boom, airborne.
Well
Boom.
executed.
I'm keeping
man.
them
well
going.
executed.
Facts. All right, so T.I. got a nice discography. Where would you rank King at in T.I.'s discography?
NTI's very extensive discography. I would have to rank this at the crescendo of his discography. Most certainly it would rank as number one, undoubtedly. This is undoubtedly number one. Now, is it my personal favorite? I would have to explicitly say no. But as far as my honest opinion in terms of impact and total, just is impact, then unequivocally this is number one.
I agree with you. It's number one. I think T.I. got 4 classics to me.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think got 4 classics.
Whoa!
I'm not fighting that.
Wait!
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah, I ain't stuttering. I said it confidently.
I ain't fighting that, Phil. I'm not
I
fighting
said it
that.
confidently. I think T.I. got 4 classics, and this is number one. Yeah, I didn't stutter. I'm gonna list them. I got this is number one. I got Paper Trail at number 2. Paper Trail was crazy. Paper Trail number 2. Urban Legend at number 3. Trap Music at number 4. And one of your favorites, Freaks, Dime Trap at number 5. That's my top 5. That's my top 5.
I like Dime Trap.
That's my top 5 T.I. albums right there.
Dime Trap ain't better.
That's mine.
Dime Trap is not better than T.I. versus Tip.
That's an argument.
I'm gonna confess, I did not like T.I. versus T.I.
I love that song. I love that album.
That wasn't my album. I ain't like that one.
Well, you know the concept where that concept came from, though, right?
Yeah, at the time, what was it?
He was trying to switch up.
Nah, it came from trap music because he made a song on.
Yeah, he had a song in there called T.I. versus
T.I. versus Tip.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like that. He had the Wyclef song on there. I wasn't big on that album. That wasn't my favorite.
So we're saying
me going
so
on, then
so we're saying T.I. has 4 classics.
I like stuff like that.
Travel the 7 seas. Nah, B.
What you saying?
That's that
So
T.I.
we are
versus Tip.
saying T.I. has 4 classics.
I said it to T.I. I don't know if everybody
T-Hub,
agrees.
is that where are you standing on that?
I
too?
understand that angle.
I didn't
and that
ask if you understood. I asked where you stand.
I don't want to give up my top 5.
I do.
That's why I don't want
That's
to
what we
answer
here
that. I want to
for.
give up my 5 first.
Give up your 5,
Give
T-Hub.
your 5.
So I'm going Urban Legend. Then I'm going King. T.I. versus Tip. Trap Music. And I'm serious. Now,
Whoa, the very
You think
first
the first
serious?
one?
I am, but this is how I make my selection. So I understand where Carl is coming from because I'm guessing those is my 4 where I can see they could potentially be classics. You don't like T.I. versus Tip, but I do. And I'm saying I'm going based off of the albums that I really got to live with and it really experienced. So that's
So you were
first
there.
and foremost.
So you were there from the beginning. You think I'm serious? You was
yeah,
tapped
like
in?
so I was just put on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was put on to him
Yeah,
on serious.
I was put on. So when it
But
comes
it's
to
definitely not my top 5. Me being a
But
real T.I. fan.
and so I picked up like trap music from trap music on, and then later on in the later years, like
I think I might have turned the hood on to that too.
yeah,
I went back. I had to go back to trap music. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, see-
I got on Urban Legend and then I went back to trap.
I think
like-
I turned the hood on to that.
Paper
At least the
Trail
music,
is
boy.
something I think I got to go back to.
Please,
I'm
though.
saying.
Paper
I
Trail.
started rapping.
Paper Trail was crazy to me.
Once I started like
Paper
Wow.
Trail was crazy to me.
But mine's, man, well, my 5 in order, and I do believe that T.I. has 4 classes, as you said, Carl.
Wow.
And I think,
Okay.
and I like these albums in order from the time I was turned on to T.I., which was I'm Serious. I got turned on to him then, but I didn't really like that album. He had a few songs on there that I thought was dope, but trap music is number 1 to me.
Okay, I can
It's
see
just,
that.
and they kind of in order with me. I'm just being real. Trap music, Urban Legend, King,
Oh wow.
and then Paper Trail.
Wow, you saying this album is your 3rd favorite? That means you really think them first 2 is
Yeah,
classic.
I love them albums,
good.
man.
They good.
I
Urban
li-
Legend.
no, you gotta realize.
That's not true. That's not true,
You gotta
bro.
realize.
That's
Carl,
not true.
You gotta realize, Carl, that when I heard that trap music, it did something different to like me, like listening to music and other artists from the South as a whole. Period.
Because they had something down there. It's like, they
but
got
we
what I
had,
need.
we was on the Cash Money wave, the No
Yeah,
Limit
it
wave,
was
and
different.
that prepared me for when I moved to the South.
That was different.
But T.I. strengthened me as I was at the South, while I was in the South. From even the mixtapes when he had the phone calls with Scarface on there, and he dissing Lil Flip, all that moving into everything. But trap music, and that intro is crazy. Trap music, motherfucking urban legend, like it was like damn near no skips on that to me. King,
That's why it's one for
and then motherfucking Paper Trail was dope, and then T.I. versus Tip was sort of like like his play joint, like you know he wanted to play.
Experimental, like
Absolutely,
he
but
trying out some stuff.
And then one of my favorite honorable mentions joints is, of course, me and Carl went back and forth about this. Dime Trap, man.
He called Dime Trap a certified classic when it came out.
Dime
Like,
Trap.
I'm like, yo, relax.
I love Dime Trap.
Relax,
You know what I'm saying?
relax.
Word.
I know you love T.I., but relax,
I
man.
love Dime Trap, man. Like real rap. Like real
Yo,
rap.
you got the, like, you all right? Like you,
Yo, this is it.
You got-
Yo, 4 o'clock. This. Hey, listen. I mean,
I've been saying this. This ain't new to this
okay.
episode.
I
I've been
mean,
saying
coming
T.I.
off of our
Right.
conversation, man, this is heavy. For a man to have 4 classics, this is heavy. This is big money. This is big.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So, I mean, where would I rank the albums? I mean, me personally, man, I fell in love with trap music, man.
Early,
Okay, so I fell in love with him in trap music. Urban Legend
It's urban.
when I heard Urban Legend, man, I said, God, because to me, just like I had the same discussion with you about Take Care and Nothing Was the Same. Although Take Care might have been the better album, I know how I felt when Nothing Was the Same came out. When Urban Legend came out after trap music, I said, oh shit, this nigga real.
That's me.
That's how I felt. I said, this nigga real.
Yo, and we forgetting one though, bro. I'm gonna let you go, but go ahead, Phil. My bad.
So for me, I got Urban Legend #1, man. Urban Legend, I distinctly remember that period, man. That was crazy for me.
It was.
So Urban Legend, in terms of just complete albums, King, #2.
Okay.
Trap music, T.I. versus Tip. Then I got to go with Paper Trail. I love T.I. versus Tip, man.
I like T.I. versus Tip too. I do.
Yeah, I do.
I
too.
But that
I
Urban
like
Legend and trap music,
I never. That's the only album in that span.
Man.
That's the only album in that span that I couldn't connect with.
That Trouble Man album was crazy. Oh my goodness.
Trouble Man was alright.
Trouble Man was crazy.
So wait, so it sounds like what we saying is
I'm not saying Trouble. I like Trouble Man. though.
no. But just like I said earlier, if we sitting here, is this one of the most impressive discographies in rap?
Yeah, T.I.
Yeah,
absolutely.
T.I., yes.
Absolutely. He up there with the best.
T.I., yes.
He up there with the best. I agree.
Yes.
He up there with the best. He up there
Because I
with
done
the
heard
top
6
five.
T.I. albums.
Yeah, he up there with the top 5 as far as discographies.
I'm just saying, man, Carl got digging crazy. I know who in my top 5. That was before he got before he got to the Hall of Fame, but I know who I picked early on.
T.I.
Yeah, man.
I ain't mad at T.I.
He got that. He got the discography.
Oh, he got the
for it.
discography.
He got it.
Yo,
It's
I'm gonna
there.
tell you something. For y'all talking about T.I. can't do. T.I. is a hard out for anybody.
What have I been saying all night
in the
though?
verses.
I understand why he feels the way he feels. I get it.
T.I. got 20 classic songs. I'm sorry, he got more than 20, but he
20 very difficult
he got
outs.
20 joints that can go.
Yeah, that's easy for him. That's easy work. Easy work for T.I. 20 songs, easy work.
All right, freaks. This your time of the other episode, man. Has any albums came out in the last 20 years that remind you of T.I.'s King?
I don't know if it's
Absolutely.
20. I
Absolutely.
don't know if it's 20 or not because it might be a little bit earlier or not for sure. But I can't say 20, but maybe 25. Yeah, because I think T.I. Phil said it earlier. I think it was his Hard Knock Life.
Well, that
His
came
Hard
out
Knock
before.
Life.
That came out before.
But I
so-
just think that due to everything that was brought into him in abundance of making such a good album at the time, and I just think that joint like relate real heavy.
Okay,
to me.
I agree that Hard Knock Life,
Yeah.
it is that kind of Hard Knock Life album. But has any album came out after this album came out?
Easy.
What you got?
I think Rick Ross mimicked the run. In the next,
He did.
in the next what?
I
What
thought
Rick
of
Ross
him.
run was
I
what
thought of him.
2000 after Port of Miami, deeper than rap.
Deeper than rap. Yeah.
Teflon Don.
Yeah.
But it's not
I say
this-
deeper
He
than
had
rap.
he had a 4
I
album
say out
run.
of them. I
He had-
say out of them though, deeper than rap.
I say Teflon Don.
I say
Teflon Don better than deeper than rap.
Not
God
better.
forgives, I don't.
Not,
Well,
not better.
I do think Teflon Don is bigger and deeper than rap, but
Not me.
But Teflon Don reminds me more of this
Fuck
King
no.
album.
Just this
Of the
album. It's not
though.
better. And I don't think it's better.
Well, I think it is, but
Ross turned in 2
Deeper
to
than
3
rap.
albums of executive
that-
dream.
yeah, that-
Ross had the Midas touch. Ross mimicked this run. It was almost like he said, "Okay, cool.
I gotta
see
do
what
it
you-"
like this.
He said, "Okay, I got you.
This
I
when
got you.
Meek
I got
and
you."
Wale came around.
I got you.
So yeah,
I got you.
Once again,
And he mimicked the run. So Ross is not only not it's not a specific album. I'm gonna say Ross's run mimicked
Okay.
T.I.'s run.
Okay.
But I think the Teflon Don album
too. I agree
is
with that,
is
Carl.
is got
Specifically?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Teflon Don is better than deeper than rap. to
Well,
me.
it don't matter if you whether. Well, we can disagree on that, but I'm saying it sounds more like
That's
this
the
album.
same debate,
It
though.
sounds more like this album.
That's the same debate.
it looks
though.
more
if
like.
I would
yeah.
have to go with any one, it would be deeper than rap.
I'll go.
I don't know
this album.
because God
I
forgives,
think-
I don't. Sounds. I mean,
I
don't
agree,
know.
but I think that God forgives and I don't is more on the level of Paper Trail.
That, yeah, I can
That's
see
just
that. I can
that's
see
just
that.
to me. But deeper than rap was more of a big single album. Like that joint with him and John Legend, that was like the motherfucking Biggie One More Chance.
No, that was not.
That was. Dude, come on, man. We ain't gonna do
Magnificent.
that.
Okay, magnificent.
We ain't gonna
Yeah,
do
it
that.
was.
We ain't gonna do that.
I don't know. I feel like Teflon Don had bigger songs.
We ain't gonna
I
do that.
listen, man.
He had Drake on there.
Nigga feeling
That's
in
a
the
huge-
money
that's
be
a
the
huge
roof.
song.
Yeah, 'cause
That
MC
Drake
Looking for the stars, she like, honey, where's the roof?
Aston Martin.
Pull up at the
Aston
yard,
Martin music.
Canaries, they
Aston
going
Martin
roof.
music was bigger than all of them.
MC Hammer.
That's a fact. MC Hammer.
Whatever.
Aston
Yeah,
Martin,
like-
Aston
Aston
Martin
Mar-
music was better than Magnificent? I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Why? I
Yes.
don't think so.
It was.
Magnificent
Nah,
with John Legend?
Aston Martin music. What?
I think the
literally
commercial-
sold
the
more records.
I know it's so
Commercially,
Okay.
yeah. But
I love Magnificent.
Magnificent?
Personally. I
What?
love Magnificent personally, but Aston Martin music is a bigger song.
Then you had.
That's a fact.
I mean, you figure he had he had the joint with him and Usher touching you. This nigga, listen, that out that.
I just seen a
that
concert.
three-
I just seen
I
a
see what you're
concert.
saying.
I just seen a concert recently where he was like, he don't mess with Drake no more. But he was like, man, let the white boys sing, and they sung every word the Drake chorus like they was him, like the whole crowd. He ain't say a word. He just let him sing.
If we would say what mimicked King, I don't. What you could pick which album, but I think the Rick Ross run mimicked the T.I. run.
Yeah, the
at
run,
that
the run, the
time.
run as a whole.
Period. Like
run,
that.
yeah.
I mean, just to a T. It was it was eerie. It was weird.
You know,
run
I
as a whole.
got I got some reaches. And nah, y'all gotta
Let's
think,
go.
y'all
Let's
gotta-
hear it.
y'all- first of all, y'all gotta think outside the box. So we're leaving the South. We're not in the South no more. Get your mind out the South. I'm talking about this dude may not be as lyrical as T.I., but as far as like being one of them guys in the moment, Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't
You
mad.
know I ain't
Yes.
gonna fight that.
Yes.
You know I'm not
yes.
fighting
I
that.
said he's
You-
not lyrical like
I know
that.
I'm not
but as
fighting
far
that.
as somebody that seized their moment,
I'm not fighting
he
that.
seized his moment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't
I think
fighting that at
lyrically
all.
equal. I think that might have been equal.
Nah, they're not.
That's
They're not.
hell no.
They're not.
That's
equal lyrical.
Hell no.
Not lyrically,
Hell
but
no.
but
I think he put it together.
And
He put that
impact
shit
wise,
together.
yeah.
He put it together
Impact
well.
wise,
Put that
Put it
together
together.
well, but he don't have as many
Yeah.
big songs as
Yeah.
T.I. has.
Well, okay.
He don't have as many big songs as T.I.
Nah,
has
he
on his
doesn't.
album.
He
And the
doesn't.
pe- and the
That's what made
people-
So
his
that was the
brand.
only thing that would kill that comparison.
And the
That's what
people
made his
and the
brand.
people loved him. The
Yes.
people
Yeah,
loved
they
him.
did, but
Yeah.
as
Okay.
far as big songs,
Well, okay. Well, you want to talk about big songs? You want to talk about big songs? Drake, Take Care.
I knew you was
I
gonna
don't
say
want to
that.
listen.
You talking about the commercial success? Only thing he doesn't do, he's not a trap rapper. Other
well,
than that,
you gotta give me something within the realm of the
other than
trap.
that, no.
You gotta give me something within the
It's-
realm of the
this
trap,
ain't- This
though.
ain't a trap album.
And I
though.
knew.
It is. It is. It is. It is, Carl. It is.
Wait a
It
is.
Let me talk.
The
let me
trap
say
is there.
something, Let
You
me
can't
say
say
something.
something.
Let me talk.
I left Atlanta in my comparison. I'm out of Atlanta.
All right.
I'm going across the country.
I understand what you're saying, but
Let me talk. Let me say something. Let me say something. Let me talk.
Oh man, here go. Here go Drake.
come on, let's.
I didn't bring that up, bro. I didn't bring that up because
It's
I
a fair
knew.
comparison. It's a
No,
big album.
I didn't bring that up. I didn't bring that up. I'm gonna go a different direction. Could we say that one of your favorite albums?
Who? Me?
Yeah, one of your favorite albums.
what you
UNT Harp.
What?
What album is this?
Kendrick's second album. Major records, super records on the
I
second
don't
album.
see that.
I see what
To Pimp a
yeah,
Butterfly?
but it's different.
I don't see that.
Nah,
I don't think To Pimp a Butterfly.
It doesn't have that cool.
Nah.
I don't
To
wanna
Pimp
say
a
cool.
Butterfly
It-
was To Pimp a Butterfly was too. It was too black.
Did it
It doesn't
cover
have that-
everything? Did it cover everything? Though?
It did the same thing in that light, but it doesn't have that luxurious feel or like that southern.
If you're gonna go to
Well, but
If you
remember,
gonna go-
remember, we try and think outside the box.
if you're gonna go Kendrick albums, and I don't even like this album like that, like y'all do, but I would say Damn is more of a more comparison.
Than this,
That's what I would say.
Then To Pimp
Nah,
a Butterfly.
That's what I
that's
would probably
kinda
say.
I would say Damn was more closer than.
I would say damn, but I'm just
Too. Yeah,
not to.
but I understand why you said that for us, like message wise.
Not To Pimp the Butterfly.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, not To Pimp the Butterfly. I would say Damn if I was to go with his album that's closer to that. And I got one more. I got one more.
For the sake of time.
Meek Mill Championships.
does it have the big the
Nah.
Well,
gravity of songs?
It don't have the gravity of songs. It's a big album for him. It don't have.
I agree with
But
that.
it don't got the gravity
Say it
of
was
songs.
the making of
though.
Meek. I get what you're saying with that. As far as like it turned Meek into
Well,
that
well,
star.
well, it was his biggest album. So
Yeah.
And I will say,
Okay.
I would say
can
Meek-
live
I
with
can
that.
go with that for that.
I can live with that.
I look at things in totality though too though. So it's still, I think Meek still got a little window. So he might be able to put something out where
What
once
about-
something complements.
he don't got them big the songs of
What
that
about,
magnitude.
Like of yeah.
T Harp. What about Travis Scott?
Nah.
Astro
See,
World.
nah.
Nah, man.
Astro
nah.
World.
Wait,
I don't hear the lyricism. I don't hear enough of the rap bars.
I'm just
I don't hear
saying.
enough of the rap
Nah,
bars.
we-
Come on, Phil.
Because Phil is on the music.
We ain't
like,
doing that. We ain't doing
but
that.
I'm just
but
thinking
when we talk about
musically.
albums, yeah,
We
that's
ain't
what I'm about
doing
to
that.
say. When you talk about albums and musically,
Because you gotta match the gravity of the album.
We ain't doing that.
Nah, I don't see that. He's a big commercial artist, but I don't think he got the people like.
Okay,
T.I.
all
got the
right.
people.
Well, okay. So if we saying that, then it's obviously one album that Kanye West, Dark Twisted Fantasy, gravity of songs, variety,
I'll
depth,
give you that.
impact.
I can see that.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. I mean,
I ain't mad at that. I'll take Dark Twisted Fantasy over this album, but you know I ain't mad.
no,
at
no.
that,
But
though. I ain't mad at
if we
Yeah.
matching energy,
Okay.
then the energy on Dark Twisted Fantasy
Okay,
is
okay.
either that or 808 Heartbreaks.
Nah,
I mean,
give me
Dark
Dark
Twisted
Twisted
Fantasy.
Okay,
Fantasy.
I'm just saying.
Fantasy.
If we
Dark
matching
Twisted
energy, hits, radio songs, and then we got songs on the album that could be radio songs that's just as crazy, and it's like, damn, this is a Dark Twisted Fantasy.
All right.
That's one I would go with.
All right. Well, look, 20-year anniversary. 20 years later for this album, King. What's the legacy of this album, King? Man, T.I.'s fourth studio
Classic.
album.
It's going in. It's classic.
Classic. It's definitely going down as classic, and definitely the emergence of one of the rap greats.
His stamp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was his stamp.
Pioneer.
To me,
Southern-
this is when he figured it out.
This
He
is his stamp.
figured the formula out, and he elevated to another level.
And the
Beautiful
movie-
when an artist
Yeah.
figures it out.
He elevated to the masses.
And the movie is inseparable. So it's what we talking about. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's
part.
it's beautiful when an artist figures it out.
It was his time. It was his moment, and he ran with it. He ran with the ball.
This, like
Classic
I said,
album.
this is the example of when you take advantage of your opportunity plus the resources at your reach. So when you got the access and you can say, hey, I can get a Swizz Beats, I can get a fucking Just Blaze, I can get this, and I know what to do with it, and it comes out to be this. That's beautiful.
Hey, No argument for me. Classic album, King. If you haven't heard King, go back and check it out. This is one of them ones you'll understand why T.I. is held in such high regard by a lot of people if you listen, if you go back and listen to this album.
Or why he holds himself in high regard.
Absolutely, well, absolutely,
Can't
absolutely.
fight
Man, shout out everybody that was involved with this album. You know, T.I., the PSC clique, Young Dro, all the BG, Young Jeezy, Pharrell, Common, like
Just Blaze,
Young Buck,
Yeah.
Just Blaze, Manny Fresh, DJ Toon. It's an all-star cast, man.
Yeah.
All-star cast. Shout out to everybody that associated. Rest in peace to Big Phil, his man that got passed away. This was it, man. Grand Hustle,
Yeah.
King. He did this one, man.
Respect.
He did this, man. Happy 20-year anniversary to King. Salute, man. You still out here active. You still got #1 singles right now.
That's big.
So he's still doing it, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to T.I. But this one here, this is one of them ones right there, man. This is one of
I
them
agree.
ones, man.
Anticipation plus opportunity. This is what you get.
Yeah, salute.
is what
Happy
you get.
20-year anniversary to King. We Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure to go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure to go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms.
Absolutely.
Make sure to
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
our YouTube page. Subscribe. Keep running those numbers up. We appreciate all the love, man. As always, long live our brother Taz. We're going to
Absolutely.
continue to march forth. He was definitely a T.I. fan, and I'm pretty sure he would say this album is a classic. He's a T.I. T.I. was one of his guys, man. But Concert Crew Podcast, happy 20-year anniversary to King. Salute T.I., everybody involved with this album. Concert Crew Podcast, we here, and we ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere, baby.
Yo,
Yeah.
Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.
Yes, sir.